Not bad, mate. Not bad. Start chilling, watching a few lives, watching you, getting fatter. All that beer, I've gone on wine now, trying to see if it'll make me slimmer.
Company still that you started with?
Beer will making me fat.
Oh. You're still doing well with that company?
Still doing what?
Still doing well with that company you started with, or?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, just steady away up containers. London Gateway up to Sheffield, London Gateway.
Cool. Over
up to somewhere else, over to Birmingham, London Gateway. Back up to Rotherham, London Gateway.
Yeah, it's getting a bit bad here. I'm starting to.
Bit boring, really, but working it.
Yeah, I'm starting to see so many more trucks just sat though.
I've been offered the guy that I work for on doing the hanging meat over to Holland and Germany, and Belgium. He's offered me my job back, but he fucking sacked me. He ghosted me. Right. He ghosted me. He ghosted me when I got the whiplash. Mm-hmm. Fucking never did a thing for me and didn't pay me no sick pay or anything.
Sod that.
Right. So I'm like, nah, you can fuck off. You know what I mean? It was a good job, but I just don't trust him anymore. He's just not trustworthy to work for.
That's half the problem, though, isn't it?
Especially when that happened, and then he just ghosted me, didn't pay me any money, and then set a Polish lad on in my job, and now another lad, he's leaving. Well, he left on Friday, so he's like, "Oh, do you want a job back?" No. It's not a good job though, but I just don't trust him. You know what I mean? It's the guy I don't want to work for, not the job. Yeah, just flipping. Something bad happens like that, and you get some whiplash. You know, I've got to go have time off for physio, and he sacks you. Well, he didn't sack me; he just ghosted me.
Yeah, that was bad.
No flipping answer and anything. Like how you could bog off. You know, we're working for pal. Cool. Flipping pikey.
Yeah. Seems bad reception.
Irish, isn't it? The pikey.
I don't know why the reception is so bad here. I've got like 1 or 2 bars. And then it goes away, and then it comes back, and
right.
Keeps drifting. I don't know if I move whether that make any difference. Problem is, some of these truck stops, I swear they put jammers on or whatever, you know. So your internet stuff starts getting weird, and people try and use their stuff. Wow.
Bit of blues for you there, mate. Bit of chill out tunes. That's what I've been doing all afternoon. I just sat there knocking out tunes.
Stopped at a place. I bloody fell asleep for a couple of hours. I think because it's so like.
Right.
It's because it's just so permanently flipping hot and sticky and stuff out. It just makes you lethargic. You just sort of end up like dozing off or whatever. Hey, flatbed trucker.
All right, flatbed. Joking on a cigarette here, man.
But no, I've got an easy run tomorrow. I've only got to do.
Drinking wine, Spody Odie. Drinking wine, oh boy.
No, I wish I could drink. When I was saying that, I did have some wine not that long ago, and I could cope with it, but I'm just not really a wine drinker, you know.
I got into it in France. They drink it all the time. You get it freely. You get it free over there at truck stops.
God.
You go to these what they call Le Routiers, and you get a set meal for like €15, right? And then that covers your parking. What they do is, if you don't get these Eastern blocks, won't pay for the facilities or the food, so they charge you for parking €15 now. But it's actually your meal, because you go in with your voucher then, and you get a €15 meal. So it's to make them have a meal, really, instead of parking up and taking up parking spaces and they're not eating there.
Right.
So you get €15, you get a 3-course meal, you get a salad bar to start with, for starters, with all your salamis and your cheeses and salads and olives and everything else like that, you starter. Then you'll get a main course, which you get a steak and chips or whatever, and then you get a dessert. And whilst and then you've got free wine. You've got free wine on tap.
Wow.
Just keep
in
your glass.
That's twofer. I think I might move. I might move in about 5 minutes.
So who's translating for you? Translating for me?
No, it's in the.
So they can understand what I'm saying.
No, it's in the. It's in the. Can you not see the chat? Whatever you're looking at.
Yeah, yeah. So who's translating?
Oh. Oh, bloody hell! Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. I think what I might do is I might move in about 5 minutes, just to a better area, because I don't know why this loves it's just a crap reception, and I can only imagine something here that's just sort of like overrides stuff, you know. Because I can go only about 2 miles down the road, and there's a load of parking areas. Because I've got an easy day tomorrow. I'm just going up to Kentucky, so which is only about like 530 miles, so it's an easy run. Get there, get offloaded on Monday. I got messed around with this load.
Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining.
Yes, yeah.
Shine on the one that's gonna love you blue, true.
Who?
Blue Moon of Kentucky. Elvis song, innit? Well, it were who sang it first?
I don't know. I don't know that one.
Blue Moon of Kentucky were that bluegrass guy, wasn't it? Little.
I like some of that bluegrass stuff, that music. You know, listening to it. Well, I mean, mind you, I like lots of variation of music, but I do like that stuff when you hear that, like, that twangy type.
Father of Bluegrass, they called him, didn't they?
Did they?
Oh, I forgot his name.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on the one that's gonna love you true. Yeah.
No, this load, I went to get loaded yesterday morning. I thought it was going to be in and out. The trailer was specially prepped, air tested or pressure tested, and the whole 9 yards. I gets there, haven't been there for a year. So I sit for an orientation thing, take a test and stuff like that. Then I come back out. Then there was a problem with the numbers. I mean, it was so bloody warm yesterday in Houston, and you had to put all your FRCs on. So you're dressed up like you're going somewhere in the winter. So I'm just sat there like sweating my nuts off.
It's same in Italy. I used to go over to Italy in November. It was still sunny. It was still 20-something degrees, like 21 degrees or something in November in Italy. And I'd be there in a t-shirt and shorts, and they'd all have the flipping anoraks on. Cold Parker, hold on with fur out.
Christ.
It's cold. I'm like flipping warm here.
No, and I got turned away from there yesterday because after the mess about with the order numbers, they went and pressure tested this trailer and it failed the test. And yet it'd been tested prior to that, so had to go back to Houston, get them in there overnight, and they had to replace all parts and stuff in the internal valve.
Right.
And then it was okay this morning, so they loaded me. They had all like the old looked like they were going to a fire because they had all like the respiratory kit on when they were loading it with the stuff like that. Because this stuff is strong. You can.
I did that once. There was a place called Hickson's at Castleford.
Right.
Big chemical place at Castleford. And they were shutting it down, so there was, we were going in with our container lift tanks to take all the chemicals, this certain chemical anyway, that we were going in, picking loads of it up. And we were filling these lift tanks up for it to be shipped to Italy by sea. And I went in, and the lad that normally did it was on holiday. And the reason we've been shut down because they failed the health. They couldn't match up. They couldn't spend the money to get the health and safety up to scratch. So they were shutting down. So anyway, the calibration on the machine didn't work. So we were putting like 35,000 litres in, right? Supposedly. So he set it to 35 and he should have set it to something like 29. Wow. Because this calibration, the flaming machine didn't work. Well, they were on holiday. So another lad came on, set it to 35, set it going. I'm sat in cab reading paper while it's filling tank up. Next minute, it's coming over at Linton outside the shoving tank in it.
Bloody hell. Yeah,
So I ran out and this kid had buggered off. The lad that were loading it, it buggered off somewhere. So I had to run out and press stop button. And it kept this stuff, what were it called? Orthotoluene or something like that it was called. And where it had come down the chassis, it just stripped the paint bare. Right down to bare metal.
Christ.
Pretty flipping conflict stuff like. Anyway, I put on my suit on. I got all the suit on and everything. My respirator on and everything. And these guys come out, a pair of overalls, and they're going, you're all right, mate. Parts per million. I'm like, yeah, when you've got chuffing cancer in about 10 years' time.
Yeah, these lot had like
breathing that crap.
These lot had like the oxygen tank on their back and stuff like that, loading this stuff. It was just silly, you know.
Yeah, I sewed up with big rubber suit on, flipping hood on it, goggles, flipping mask on. I'm not getting anywhere near that crap.
Yeah, is that we're going to land on that?
Paint there offside the trailer.
Yeah, let me move a minute because this reception is.
See what wheelbarrows put. But oh look, an Northern Bastard and a Southern Softy in the same place.
Hold on. Let me make a move. Let me park up a little bit up the road because this reception in this place is crap. And it's here because everywhere else is fine. It must be they got jammers or something cool.
Real Penner's going to translate for him until 4.
Right, let me find a better place.
I'm feeling a bit pissed now, actually.
Okay.
This wine.
Hold on, I've got to go about 2 miles up the road because I know where there's a area I can park. So, because this is going to drive me bonkers.
Right.
So you're going to have to bear with me for 2 seconds.
Can you do that?
What?
What move?
Yeah, I've still got time on my clock because
Do you just put it in like I'm not working, but I can still drive the truck, like personal use?
No, not where I've got a trade on, but I've still got hours left on my clock.
All right.
So I don't have to. Oh, come on, stupid thing.
We can move. We can put it in out of scope. There's an out of scope button. You just say out of scope, and that means you're not doing it for hire or reward. You're using it for yourself.
Yeah, no. Let me right. Let me find somewhere a minute.
But if you do it all the time, then they start questioning you. Think you're being a bit dodgy.
No, I can change.
play something romantic. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Tell the dance when you love. Sister, don't you do what you big sister do.
Yeah, see now it's working clear.
An American's head to invent the show.
I was right. Loves puts a thing on it, so you're right. Loves. I'm getting on because love
Translation
jammer on stuff.
needed now, wheel burner.
What?
You spend my nights out in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I've known. You rescued me, reaching for the bottom, brought me back from being so far gone. You're a smooth Tennessee whiskey.
You got to hold the fort for about another mile, then I can stop.
Don't let Darlene see that mustache. She might want to ride it. I'm sitting here wondering, matchbox over my clothes. Sitting here wondering, a matchbox over my clothes. Ain't got no matches, sugar, long way to go. But I'm an old poor boy, long way from home. Old poor boy, long way from home. Never gonna get this, everything I do is wrong. Your little dog, till your big dog comes. Be your little dog, till your big dog comes. Big dog gets you, show him what the steady folks are done.
got. I have to sit with these sound haulers. See now, I've got
So you're
brilliant
parking.
reception.
Are you going to park there for night?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's only a 10-hour break.
8 lay-bys.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, but I'm not sitting in that loves where they're just
Right.
like screwing up the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
I'll
all
do
right.
that for a game of soldiers. I don't like. I got some, like I say, when I got this flammable stuff like this, I don't like sitting around anybody because it's just.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
The thing is, with tankers, you're all right. Nobody's going to rob you, are they?
I know. I mean, the one time I did.
That's what I used to like about doing tankers. Park anywhere because nobody. Yeah, good at this stuff, mate. You'll be dead in about 2 seconds.
I know, but one time I did get searched coming out of Oh, what's the Mexican? When you come out of
Some
Houston,
stuff. Yeah. Go on.
now when you come out of Houston, going towards Mexico, I went to Schneider's got a place down there, and we have to drop off the stuff. We have to go through an area, it gets checked, we drop it off, and then the Mexicans come up, pick up the trailer, and take it to Mexico, offload it, then they bring it back. Laredo, big up Buck. That's where, yeah, I was coming back from Laredo one day.
Oh, there's a song with Laredo in,
and there was a bunch of I don't know who they were. There was like 3 blokes with semi-automatic, with semi-automatic weapons, and another bloke with a handgun, and they just pulled me over, and I thought, Jesus Christ, who are this lot? Because I mean, how often do we in England get stopped by a bunch of guys with
armed cops? Never, and I've never been stopped by armed police.
Oh, these were all dressed in green, so I didn't know who on earth they were because I've never come across. I didn't know whether they were whose side they're on or anything. I didn't even know
get stopped. They get Guardia Civil in Spain. They're all armed. They sometimes stop you.
Yeah, and I just didn't know whether. Well, I didn't know who it was. The old heart start pumping because I've never seen that before. To get pulled over in a tanker with guys like aiming guns towards you, you think, Jesus Christ. I mean, what's the worst happens in England? Somebody comes at you with a knife. Nobody comes at you with a bunch of guns. So yeah, that's when I came across that, and that's why I've never been back out that way because I didn't like that. Didn't like that one little bit.
He said.
What?
You shit yourself.
Basically, yeah. I mean, they wanted to check the truck inside out under the hood. I thought, well, you can have fun checking out the tank because how many people can I put in a bloody airtight bloody
some
trailer?
stuff I used to carry. You could open the lid, kill somebody, and throw them in, and nobody'd ever know that they existed.
I know. Yeah, when I'm carrying acid like that, you can put anything in it, but it's like this stuff. I don't know what. I mean, like I say, this acrylite is just bad news stuff, but I don't know. But when I just look around, our yards are getting like full up with trucks and trailers and stuff like that, but I'm seeing it all over the place. And I just think, yeah, there's definitely a recession kicking in here. Well, it's already kicked in, but it's starting to get. I don't know.
Same here, mate.
Yeah,
it's the same over the world, isn't it? There's nobody doing any good at home.
I know a lot of the politicians they're in denial about it. Everything's fine, stuff out. No, it's not fine and dandy at all. So no. I'm just checking out something. Let me just do that up. Yeah, because some of our loads are getting pushed out delivery-wise. Some of our rates are dropping, which is a little bit weird on tanker. So that's why I'm moving my area because it still costs me the same as it did before. So with fuel prices and stuff like that. So I'm a tart. I just go with the rates. And it's brought me to Texas, I mean, I like Texas, but I haven't been here for a long time because rates were just getting stupid, you know.
Well, I'm getting worse.
Yeah.
Well, this guy I'm working for, he's getting £1.60 a mile. It's like I said to him, I said, "You're not making any. You can't be making any money."
I know that's what I said. Like I say, the stuff that I go with. I mean, I average about three. I'm probably between 3 and 350 a mile.
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter that everything's paid off and whatever. That's irrelevant, you know, because I'm a business at the end of the day. I'm out here to make money. I'm not out here just to whatever, you know. No, this road here is. There's a truck stop to my left, but I was in there earlier on. But this is dodgy as. I mean, it's basically been taken over. If you see those trucks in front of me, that company is Sandbox. So there must be a big fracking plant around here. And I mean, I'm talking about big, because that truck stop is just full up with Sandbox trucks. And they've dumped half their sand in there. When they're trying to clear their bloody box things, they're dumping sand in there. It's like driving across the Sahara Desert going through that car park. But yeah, it's not fun in there. And I thought, and I went in there because it's got a great write up. It says like decent Mexican restaurant stuff out. You go in there, Mexican restaurant, my ass. It's a bloody God. It's like just a it's just a horrible. It's horrible. It's bloody horrible. And if whoever put that in there, it's a great restaurant. That's not a restaurant. It's like 10 tables and chairs, and you go up to this counter, get it, and it's not. It's not. And I knew it when I saw great reviews. And I said on the live earlier on, I bet it's going to be a bunch of fibs, and it was. So I ain't going there again. Not on your bloody Nelly, you know. So Buck Brown, how you doing? Osa, how you doing? Will Boner, how you doing? Crikey, you guys have been bloody hell.
Okay, is he out there too?
Osa's in there. Osa says you need to trim that porn moustache, Robert.
Just trimmed it.
Don't let Darlene see that moustache, Robert. She might. Hold on. Fun fact: Chris Stapleton actually hails from Kentucky. Who the heck is Chris Stapleton? It's getting greasy over here.
Chris Stapleton. That song I've just done. He sings it.
All right. I was driving. I was concentrating on what I'm doing. Why go for fuzz wheel?
Tennessee whiskey.
Good Lord, Osa. I'm not even going to say that one.
Spend my nights out in a bar room.
Oh, Buck Brown. Oh my God.
Liquor was the only love I've known.
Big up Dooley Pickup. That Dooley Pickup, he's got his foot flat to the floor. He is heaving it down the road. Big up Diesels. Oh yeah, the other Oakley has a yard. Yeah, Laredo is. I remember when I went to Laredo. That was the day that that was the last day I was a company driver.
Just say, who is Chris Stapleton? I don't think I can hang out in this room anymore. I know he is, man.
Crikey, that when I went to Laredo, that was the last day that I was a company driver because I had a full tank on board.
Here's some softy thinks Oasis is good.
Oasis is good. Or their older stuff. I like their older stuff.
She's my Wonderwall.
Yeah.
A load of shit.
Oh, get on. That's good stuff. You know it. You're just jealous.
Yeah, I am, because I can fucking play better than them, and I got nowhere.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, that was the last day that I was a company driver with Schneider. That was when I was going to Laredo, and I had an automatic truck, which I I never wanted an automatic truck. I had a manual truck for about 4 months, and then suddenly the last couple of months they just put me in an automatic, which I didn't care for. But when I was going out there, something let go on the automatic box, and I lost everything. So I was fully loaded. I had to be towed by this wrecker truck to Laredo. So you had the wreck truck, my truck, the trailer behind that. So it was like a hell of a monstrosity, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy did good. But yeah, and then they repaired it. Then I came back to Houston, gave them their truck back, and picked up this truck.
Right.
Never looked back. Now 1.3 million miles. I'm still kicking it.
Done all right, hasn't it? 1.3 million miles.
Yeah,
My
second
Volvo
engine.
had 1.2 million kilometers on it.
What's that, about a
I
mil?
sold it. It would either get a new one and get payments or get rid. So I got rid.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
not.
I went past a Ritchie Brothers auction site coming here today. If you go back about, I'm trying to think of the bloody area. When you come out, it's no point. But when you come out US 59 here in the coming out of Houston, which brings you up eventually up to here, there is a massive Ritchie Brothers auction place. And it's advertising an auction. It was like a month away, but crikey, I mean, the stuff they had, that place was jam-packed. And I'm talking about jam-packed of just trucks, trailers, construction, I mean, as far as the eye could see. And it's a month away for the auction. So there's probably still more stuff coming. Cranes, everything. I just thought, bloody hell. Things, like I say, I'm not a negative person, but things ain't good. When you start seeing more and more of that and yards full up with trucks and everybody's trying to sell everything, it's just it's a market if you want to buy a used truck, if you want to risk it for
This
a
guy
bit.
I'm working for, it's 2018 DAF. It's not got a badge on it, so I don't know what it is. I don't even know what rear end is on it or anything.
Right.
There's no badge on it. I don't know whether it's a 510 or a 48. I think it's a 480. With the power that it's got on the hills, or it's a 510 that's lost some power because it's old.
Wow. I didn't realize DAFs were still making trucks.
You only paid 10 grand for it, and it's only got 680,000 kilometers on it.
Yeah, see, a lot of people said to me,
you paid 10 grand for it.
I know a lot of people said to me, "Oh God, I put a brand new crate motor in this last year, so it's a new engine. And if I can get $1 million out of this engine, I mean that's going to take me well beyond retirement and stuff like that. And the way I want to do, I want to do maybe just get to about a 4-year period and then just start running 7 to 10 days a month for Schneider. So in theory, this truck should last for donkey's years. But the problem is, if I had taken on like a new truck, boom, that's like 70 grand a year. Or I could have taken on a used truck and I would still could have problems with it, and whatever. So that's why I did what I did. Now,
like James Best.
That's who Osa's with. Osa's is
all James does is fork out money on that truck.
Yeah, whereas mine, it's paid off. Everything's paid off, and this truck earns me a lot of money, and it's I've got nothing to pay for. This year's going to be a hard year because, I mean, this year I think I've spent, God, 7. Last year I spent 75 grand on this, including the brand new motor and everything else like that. This year I'll be lucky if I spend I'm probably thinking 12 to 15. That's why I've changed the company into an S Corp and everything else, because I'm just trying to slow down getting hammered on taxes,
Yep.
Because I've got nothing to pay for.
Yeah. You need to lie to tax, man. Tax is theft. No. Tax is theft. So I don't bother my conscience lying to tax man because he's stealing me money anyway.
Well, because here you got to prepay taxes, and I don't agree with that.
Well,
So then
what did the Americans have a revolution for?
I
Because they
know,
were paying 3% on tea. Now
I
look
know,
at taxes they're paying.
I know. Yeah, that's why I've changed it round. No, I'm gonna do this. I did like see that annoyed me last year's tax. I paid out a chunk of change, and I still ended up paying out about 6 grand in taxes last year. For last year, sorry. Which I thought I was going to get away with, like even maybe a little small rebate or whatever, but no, didn't get it. I ended up paying about 6 or 7 grand. On top of everything else I paid for. But I did tell my new accountant I don't want any dodgy business. This is the way I want it run. I got no problem paying taxes, but I want to get away with what I can legally, with no funny business or whatever like that, you know. So this is
Well,
why.
remember my conscience, mate. I dodge everything. I don't pay tax. Try not to, anyway.
I know, but I've got to show
It's there.
something, because I've got to get like a mortgage. You know, I've got to get a mortgage. I want a house.
Oh, yeah. So you've got to show that you're earning so much to get your mortgage.
Right. And I'm
That's
sure,
what I had to do when I got a mortgage.
yeah,
Wish
I
I'd
mean,
never got one, though. You know what I mean? Wife got that house.
well,
And then my second wife got over the house.
good Lord.
I live in a council flat now.
Yeah, I want. I mean, over here they call them ranch houses, but in England we call it a bungalow. I just want like a bungalow, somewhere I can do up, because I mean, I like work around the house. I like doing, you know, I like tiling, I like decorating, I like everything like that. And I want something eventually where you can call home as such. And like I say, if I can get to that point that I can buy a house, pay it off, and then slow down working here, so I can do other things and whatever, you know, that's got to be better.
Yeah, well, I've got all my money's invested in gold and silver now, and a bit of crypto. As a little gap, as a side bet. My crypto's a side bet. Might go up, might go down. You know what I mean? I only put a few thousand on that. But,
yeah, see, that bit
but
bothers me.
I'm hoping that what they're saying about gold and silver. I've been watching that Robert Kiyosaki.
Who?
And he says buy silver because it's 80-1 gold, right? Ratio.
Right.
And it should be about 10-1 gold or 8-1 gold. That's the historical ratio of gold and silver. It comes out of the ground at 8-1, right? For 1 ounce of gold, there's 8 ounces of silver get pulled out of ground. So that's the availability of it. So as in price on scarcity, it should be about this. Well, it would beginning at 20th century, it was 16-1. Yeah, and it's hovered about that up until 1970s. Then it went up to 8-1 when it went in 1980. I think it went to $50 an ounce of silver, and it was 8-1 gold. And it's now 80-1 gold. So Robert Kiyosaki says, buy the silver, physical silver, bullion coins, and then when it gets to 20-1, you can start what they call dollar cost averaging. Start flipping it into gold, because then you've just got 4 times more gold for your bucks. If you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, because people jump into the
And
gold.
so that's my plan. That's my plan anyway. If he's right, I'm going to do that. Flip it to gold, and then I should have enough to buy myself a nice retirement bungalow.
Right.
Cash straight down and bought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like, you know, I get it where they say buy gold and silver. Silver sounds more attractive purely because, as well, look what it's used in. I mean, if they're going to keep pushing electric about, I mean, electric's going a bit to pieces at the moment, but it's going to come back at a later date. The electric vehicles, and with the technology now here is history. It's not going to be the technology they're going to use in the future, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure silver's a part of that. Gold is an expensive commodity to jump in. Silver is
now.
much, right. Yeah, because
$2,000. What is it? $2,000 for 1 ounce.
Yeah, I mean
And your
that.
silver,
Right.
you're looking at like $30 in a shop. It's not even $30 an ounce.
Right. That's why I get it when James says. I mean, James buys into silver. I totally get that one.
Yeah.
Gold is that's different. That's a different game there, I think.
Yeah, well, I've got gold and I've got as much money in silver as I have in gold, but I got the silver to flip to gold.
Right.
When the ratio gets there, then I'm flipping it, and I'll have
Don't
4 or 5 times more gold for my money. And then
but do you have
hopefully
like
gold. They reckon
you're
they'll revalue gold because that's what they are going to back the currencies with. The new currency, when this system collapses, the new currency will be backed by gold, and hopefully I'll have enough gold then to be rich.
see it's like that crypto coins though. I don't understand that. And the fluctuations are just obscene.
Oh, I know,
You know,
yeah.
and you've got to have serious cojones to get involved with that. I mean, you look at that stuff that James was into. That Sheba, was it
Oh,
Sheba?
yeah, but they're what they call meme coins. There's nothing. They're not backed by anything. They
Oh,
just produce them out of thin air, same as they do the paper money that you've got now. There's nothing backing it. Whereas Bitcoin is mined, so there's a work energy behind it.
right.
They reckon the last Bitcoin, because they keep halving it, they halve it, so then it's harder. It's
Yeah, they have
twice
like a
as hard
cycle,
then
don't they?
to produce one Bitcoin.
Right.
Called the Bitcoin halving, and they'll keep halving it until the last Bitcoin in 2000. I can't remember now. 2,100 and something or 2,200. That'll be when the last Bitcoin's produced because there can only be 1 billion Bitcoin. But when the
Yeah.
last one is mined, it'll take all the energy on the planet to mine it. Because
See,
it's
that's
all
why I say.
computing it needs.
Yeah. See, that's why I say I get lost on a lot of this stuff because I don't know. Maybe I just look at the world very simple. It's just like buy something of this and you sell it as a profit, and then. But this fluctuation stuff. Or see,
See what
I
what a lot of
understand.
people don't realise how money works is money is energy. Right? Originally, money was gold and silver, and the energy it takes to mine it, yeah, and then refine it, and then turn it into coins or bars, right? That's the energy, yeah. And so that then all that energy should be equivalent, right? So that one gold coin is the energy that it actually took to make, and then you use that energy is spent on the energy of your goods and services.
Okay.
Can you understand that? So the energy that's in that should balance the energy that you're doing driving your truck.
Right.
If you know what I'm
So
saying. And then all the energy it takes to build a truck will be the same. The gold coins should actually match the energy it took to build that truck. Yeah. Mine the steel, mine the metal, refine the steel, chrome, whatever, tires, rubber, and then that should match the gold coins.
but
Yeah.
see,
So it should go. So it should be like the energy would be the same. So you probably pay 10 gold coins for one truck. Or 20 gold coins for one truck, depending on the energy that will. But it don't work like that anymore. Everything goes in a bubble, doesn't it? They have,
right,
because it's
but
fiat currency now, so there's no real money. There's no energy. There's no energy produced. There's no energy invested in printing paper money, except the energy to like make the paper and a bit of ink. It's not worth anything. So,
but you're
and it's not backed by anything.
Right,
That's where
so
it's called fiat.
right, but so the gold and silver you hold, do you hold it physically, or is that on paper?
It's physical.
It
Yeah.
is physical. Okay. Because it's like I
I'm not
understand,
telling
like
you
say,
where it is.
no, I'm not. No, but I'm saying, but I know people have buy gold and stuff like on notes and things like this, or I'd even look at like I've been looking like ETFs because that gives you like a spread amongst like.
Yeah, well, you can do that, right? But you can only convert it back to dollars again. You can never get you can't turn that into physical. They won't let you.
Right, and that's the
You
bit
do
that
it.
bothers me because you'll be paying into a system that you.
But over here, if you buy silver, you have to pay 25% VAT on it.
Is that the VAT rate now?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when I left it was 22.5. The VAT rate. I think it went from
on the
11
left, here
to
you go. They put VAT up.
17.5.
And yet the VAT was supposed value added tax, what you call purchase tax over there, isn't it?
All right.
Right. But that was to finance the European Union. And we left 5 years ago. We said, well, we pay. Who's having fucking VAT now?
Yeah, because I mean, it was because VAT for like donkey's years was like 11%, wasn't it? And then it went to 17.5, which shocked everybody because everybody had seen the VAT rate just stayed like it for like billions of years. And then it went to 17.5, and then I remember it going to 22.5.
Yeah.
See, here they have their taxation system is so weird. You've got like you got state tax and federal tax. Now, state tax, each state has a different tax rate, which is the most craziest thing to me. It's supposed to be one country. It's not.
Yeah.
It's 50 countries on one rock.
Yeah.
You know, and that blows my mind that we have a different taxation system in every state. And whether it like even like even and then the same with like the fuel tax thing. I pay tax at source when I put that fuel in, but then because I say I filled up in Texas and I crossed through Arkansas and I get into Tennessee, I've still got to give Arkansas some tax money because I've come across that. And yet you pay tolls on these. I mean, this.
No, we used to do that before we went to EU. When we used to run into Germany, they used to do what we call the tank shine. And you could only travel into Germany with 200 litres in your tank. Or they tax you again on it for bringing too much fuel into Germany.
Wow.
So then when we went into the EU, then in '92, you didn't have to do that anymore because then obviously it was common market thing in '92, wasn't it?
That's when we joined the EU. I thought we joined that earlier than that. I thought it was under like bloody Ted Heath.
Yeah, it was 70s, 1972.
That was Ted Heath.
We joined the common market.
Yeah, but was that
the
Ted
common
Heath?
market became the EEC, became the EU.
Right.
In '92.
But was that Ted Heath or was that
That was Ted Heath in 1970.
Right.
1972 on it. No, did he? I can't remember now, mate. I know in 1970s, sometime in 70s, Ted Heath took us into the EEC, European Economic Community.
Right.
EEC. And then Labour got in because they had a big general strike, didn't they, on Ted Heath?
Callahan. Who was he? He was one of the
He was Labour as well, but he came after Harold Wilson. Harold Wilson.
Right.
Harold Wilson, he said that we should have had a referendum on going into the EU.
Right.
Into the EEC, sorry. So he held a referendum and everybody voted to go in. Well, a majority voted to go in, so they joined the EEC. But it turned into the EU in 1992.
Right.
And then it was like the European Union. So then you could actually travel anywhere and trade anywhere, and anybody could live anywhere in Europe.
Right.
That's why we got all Polacks when they came in, and you what they call them, Romanians.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that there's only 48% white English in London now?
I probably guessed that because even the years
Because
I was there.
they're all either Eastern Europeans or Indians and Pakistanis.
Yeah,
And
they are
everybody else were all over the place.
Yeah, it's a shame because it's like it's the same as like when I used to. I remember when last time I went into Southampton. That whole thing is a lot of the landlords are Pakistan and stuff like that, and then you know how it all works.
Yeah.
They'll buy into a thing, and then suddenly everybody's coming in there.
Let me see if I go in Blackwich up in line. Look. I'll give
Oh
them a
yeah,
brush before I go to bed.
I say you got to be careful of wine. That stains your teeth drastically, isn't it? The red
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm going black. My tongue has as well, look.
Good Lord.
It's as bad as this stuff. Staining everything.
It's Mother's Day here as well in America. It's weird because it's like I lose track of all types of things in this country now because the holidays are so different than England. I don't even remember half the time of when holidays come up now. People will tell me, oh, so and so and so and so, and it's like, okay, I just forget, you know. I just don't remember a lot of these holiday stuff. So
Yeah.
big up, Jamie O.
Jamie O.
IH guy.
IH guy.
Who's got a Shelby GT 500?
Hey, IH guy. Have you got MAN engines in the internationals now? And
What?
because the
What
thing
in
is,
America?
Volkswagen, right? Right, bought MAN. You know the MAN trucks,
Right.
man. Right.
They're good trucks. They were good trucks.
They were the crap. The engine, but
come
the
on.
engine is one of the best diesel engines out there. It's just the cab's rubbish.
Okay, carry on with the story anyway.
Your mattress up bed's about that thick. There's no cupboards in it. It's a great big cab. And the little cupboards, like, you can't even get a microwave in a cupboard.
I know, but when I drove Mans, they were like 7.5 tonners.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I worked for Sankey's they were a plumbing and heating merchant.
Right.
And we used to have like the cargoes, 7.5 ton cargoes.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember having to drop the 7.5 ton cargo off to, it was our bloody, what was a big maintenance company? We're talking like 85, 90. It wasn't Ryder.
Maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, big, like hiring. They were a massive trucking hiring type rental company. No, not Ryder, but it was something like that. I'm trying to think who the big guys were then. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Schneider, the Sankey's leased contracted all their trucks.
What did they call them now? Orange. Did they have orange on them? On the trucks, orange and black and white. Trying to think of the name of them now, but they had places all over the country, didn't they?
I don't know. I mean, because you had the big boys. You had Wincanton. You had because Wincanton and Hoyer and stuff out were getting like they were like small, but they were getting bigger. That's when they were growing in the 80s. You start seeing them like Wincanton swallowed up like Esso, their drivers and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I did, didn't I? I took over Texaco on it. Isn't that Texaco? Total Oil.
Right.
They did. Well, they didn't take over Total Oil, but they took over the transport for Total Oil.
Right.
Instead of having them having their own drivers.
Buck Brown. It wasn't It wasn't Penske. Is Penske even in England? To be fair,
No.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I didn't think so. No,
I'm
it was some
big
other,
no.
because the company that was dealing with looking after all of Sankey's trucks was the same company looking after Safeway. It was a massive company, and it blows my mind.
Yeah, I can see them now. They're orange and black and white.
Was it?
They're vehicles, and I can't think what they're called.
Oh, but I remember going in one day and they said, "Look, we can't fix the truck. We're going to give you a rental."
Yeah.
And he said, "Okay." And he said, "It's going to be this." And that was the first time I drove a man. That thing went like a flipping rocket and stuff like that. And I said to the Sankeys, I said, "Look, can we not just keep this truck? I don't want to give this truck up." It went like a
Yeah.
flipping rocket. It drove like, compared to the old cargos, it just drove like
You know what I
just.
got? I had a DAF. 530, and so I'm getting you to know DAF. So, well, you're getting somebody else's DAF, and your DAF's being sold. You're going to drive so and so's. You're going to get so and so's DAF. But until we've got this other new DAF coming for him, I've hired to scan you. I've hired to scan you for you for 2 weeks. I got to scan you 580. Scan your 580 S inline 6. And what a V8. I didn't want to give it up.
I mean, do they get all the DEF problems in England and Europe compared to here? I mean, I never came across it until I came here. I mean, DEF
What's
seems to be
that?
killing these trucks. The DEF, the diesel exhaust side of it just seems to be killing these trucks.
Yeah, well, you call it DEF, we call it AdBlue.
But everything related to that, is that killing trucks over there? Because it just seems to be killing trucks.
Not really. No, not really. It's the problems. The Packard engine, they've got problems with, you end up with an engine light on saying engine management problem. Or engine problem, right? Comes up in yellow. Ding-ding-dong, ding-ding-dong. That's what they do. Daft dong.
I didn't realize DAF was still going. I thought DAF was like gone, because originally DAF was Daffodil, wasn't it? Many moons ago. And then it became Daffodil. That was the original name of it. If you go back.
Get out of here.
No, it is. You go look into it.
Daffodildo. A daffodildo.
I know. And then he also had those DAF cars. Do you remember the DAF cars? They were this ugly little. I can't even say what the shape was like. Do you ever remember the DAF cars? Do you remember them?
Daffodildos.
Okay. No, but don't you remember, you Wally? Don't you remember even the DAF? Do you remember the DAF cars? Like that would have been. God, when did they last make cars? That was like the early 80s. Do you ever remember seeing those?
DAF cars?
Yeah. It was like, I think they stopped making them.
No, I can't.
Early 80s.
I can't remember DAF cars now.
They almost look like what was that bloody Russian thing? A Traban? They almost look like that. Yeah, they look like that. It was like, God, somebody near us when we were in the forest,
I can't remember DAF cars, mate.
No.
I remember Dodge cars.
Oh yeah,
Dodge trucks. They had Dodge trucks over here. Do you remember Dodge truck?
That was the first truck I drove with Sankeys. It was a Dodge.
Right.
A Dodge 7.5 tonner. They got rid of that and gave me a cargo. Did that for a while. And now I left then, because then I became. Where did I go from there? I'm trying to think. That was. Oh God, I was.
Well, what I was saying to IH guy, because he's mentioning DAF's a Packard engine. I know that, mate. What I'm asking is, Volkswagen, right, bought MAN and Scania. Right? Yeah, and they've also bought Navistar, right, who own International Harvester.
That's a monopoly, isn't it? How on earth did that go through?
Right, so I'm wondering if the MAN engines and the Scania engines are going over to get put in International Harvester trucks. Because they've got their own engines. Now, they've bought, now, because Volkswagen own MAN and Scania and they own International Harvester now.
I think, isn't the International engine over here? Isn't that like a? I mean, you like Shannon Thomas. She's got a Cummins. I think she's
Well,
got
that's Cummins. That's what I'm saying.
But they're
what I'm
not all
saying.
Cummins, are they? They seem to be
You
a
can
joint
get
of
a
engines.
Peterbilt. You can get a Peterbilt and put a Cummins in it, even though it's owned by Packard.
Right.
But you see, a Freightliner will always have a Daimler-Benz engine in it, which is a Detroit.
No, my friend's got a Cummins in his one.
And his Freightliner.
Freightliner Cascadia.
Right.
Because here, I think it's just like, I don't know. I suppose you get a choice of what engine you want to put in. I'm assuming, I could be wrong.
Yeah, you don't over here though, do you? If you buy a DAF, you get a Packard engine. You buy a Scania, it's a Scania engine. If you buy a Volvo, it's got a Volvo engine in it. Buy an MAN, it's got an MAN engine in it.
Right.
If you buy a Renault, that's got a Volvo engine in it.
Okay, well, he's saying yes, Robert.
Renault bought Mack back in 90s, early 90s. Renault bought Mack.
Right, but Mack is owned now by no, hold on.
No, Volvo have now got major shares in Renault. So that's why because Renault owned Mack. Right.
Yeah,
that's why I know they want a V8 500 Mack engine, because they put it in the Renault Magnum.
Right, that's
when
why
Renault bought
Mack. If you go to a Volvo dealer here, you get like Volvos and the Macks there, but the Mack is like a second choice, which is weird to me, because going back over the years, Mack was like a major thing, but yet it's like it's no consequence now. But IH Guy is saying to you, Robert, yes, Robert, both are available in the International and Cummins.
Yeah, but the Mack Bulldog, do you know why they call it a Bulldog?
Because it's a Bulldog.
Because at Brit.
It's what?
In 1917, the British Army were using Mack trucks.
What year?
1917, in the First World War.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
The British Army was using Mack trucks. And they called it, because it was strong and hardy, like fucking British, they called it the Bulldog. Bulldog Brits. There you go.
Yeah, the earliest military truck.
So the British give it that name, Bulldog.
Yeah, no, the early military stuff I remember is, I mean, like Bedford TKs or that Green Goddess said that was a Bedford RL.
Yeah.
So we're going back to like 50s and stuff like that. But after that, you had the TKs with the big high lift. They had that big like off ground thing, and then they went to what replaced the TKs then? That weird looking. They almost look like a. Was it Scania? What was the trucks? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the British military trucks are now, but
they used to use a lot of Fodens, didn't they?
That's it. That's what it was. After the TKs, you had the Fodens.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened after that, because then it started to diverse to different countries to produce its stuff, because then you'd start seeing like MANs. I think, didn't they have MANs and stuff like that? Then it's sort of the British Army got a bit weird.
I don't know what they use now, actually.
I don't. Evening, Edwin. How you doing, mate?
I'm trying to think now, when I've seen them going down the road, I can't remember.
I'm in Texas at the moment, Edwin.
I know they used to use the Foden.
Will Banner says, I don't think you can get a Cummins in the new Freightliner. I think they stopped that around about 27. Probably sounds about right, to be fair. The guy I had was
got
the
a
guy that I
Detroit in it
was
now because it's like Daimler Benz, Mercedes own Freightliner,
right. But when I did the Great Freight
and
Race,
they own Detroit. Well, they bought Detroit Diesel for that big block that Detroit have got because the Mercedes we always used to call it the German hill detector because it couldn't pull up hills. And then when they bought Detroit in 2010, 2006, something like that,
right?
they actually got together and built the new Detroit engine, the DD engine, is the
Right.
Mercedes OM engine. They call it the oil motor. That's what OM stands for in German. In their OM 400 and whatever is the DD. There's the DD 13 and the DD 15, which
I think
is
it was 16 as well, don't they? I got a
they've
13,
got 16
DD
now,
13.
yeah. But
See,
yeah,
this
so
engine
but
is
that was they wanted the block, the Mercedes,
right.
so they could have some power in the European trucks, but they also obviously bought Detroit to put it in the Freightliner because they've owned Freightliner for since
Yeah, I mean,
2000, something like that.
I mean, I remember, like I say, I did the Great Freight Race, and there was one guy in there called Larry. He was the guy that had that Cummins in his Freightliner. But what
Yeah.
So yeah, so Will Bonus right on that one. What was I going to say about that? Yeah, see, mine is the DD 13 in this one. I mean, it's a solid engine. It works for me. It works, you know. Good engine. So I mean,
Yeah,
the thing
yeah,
is with
but
engines, you're always going to get
IH
like
guys just put the DD15 is from Mercedes. No, it's not. They actually developed a new engine, totally new. Well, it's based on the old Detroit block. They had the 60 series, didn't they? Before that, and it was the Detroit block, right? They wanted that. They wanted that block, so they actually developed totally brand new engine. The DD engine is a brand new engine, which is Detroit and Mercedes technology together.
I don't know. IH guy, I think, is a mechanic. He's like a big time
Yeah,
mechanic,
but
though, isn't he?
I was just wondering if they've got the Scania, going to get the Scania engines over there into the internationals.
See, that's the weirdest thing. I'm surprised. Well, I don't know why they don't bring over all those sort of trucks over here, because I mean these trucks are fine, but I mean the big long nose like your Pete's and your bloody Kenworths, which is like driving a brick down the road. They're about as aerodynamic as that. But I appreciate, but like the European trucks, which they class obviously over here as cab overs,
Yeah.
they are still very aerodynamic. When you look at them, the spoilers on the tops, the spoilers on the side, they're everything. They still try to drive that. I don't know what the fuel efficiency like is on the European truck.
You see, there's the American gallon is smaller than the British gallon. We've got imperial gallons. You've got
Oh, is
American
it?
gallon. Yeah, we can get 5 liters to a gallon, and yours is 4 something liters to a gallon.
I thought British was 4.5 liters to the gallon. That's the way I
No,
always.
we can get 5 liters to a gallon. Americans get 4 liters to 4 and a bit liters to a gallon.
See, this is a good way of screwing up a British guy. Just send him to America and drive a truck, because you lose your mind on everything. It's like just put him in a bloody beer barrel and tell him to piss in the corner. That
So
sort
when
of
I
thing.
say I get 10 to a gallon, when I say
Yeah.
I can get 10.6 to a gallon, that's an imperial gallon. You convert
Right.
that to
See,
American, you'll
which
probably
would
be getting
be,
9 to a gallon
I was
or
going to
8
say, would
point
be
something to a
less.
gallon.
Right.
But we
Okay.
run
Now
heavier
I
than
get it.
we run heavier than you. We run at £97,000, 44 tons.
So why don't they let American trucks in England? I thought it was a weight issue.
No, it's a length issue.
But the trailer,
we can only be full length, 58 feet. That's the full length of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got 53 foot. We've got 53-foot trailers here with a rear steering axle now.
Yeah, but you ain't got the long nosed trucks, have you? That would
No. You see, that's space. You've got a length law, right? You see, in America, you've only got a trailer length law. You haven't got a overall outfit length law, so you can have a longer.
Okay, that explains everything. This is why when somebody was having an argument the other day about, I said, I think it's weight. But that makes perfect sense what you just said, length, because these.
Yeah, it's length. Because if we could have length, we'd have bigger cabs, wouldn't we? We won't have a little flipping scry little bunk on back that's nearly 3 foot, nearly 3 foot wide.
So, but like the trucking industry in England, right? If you were, is it a job you can make good money or not?
Not now, mate. I've just been when I were doing the containers. A few years ago now, right? We were getting £2 a mile loaded and £1 a mile empty. So if you took a box out to Birmingham, you got £2 a mile. Say from Felixstowe to Birmingham, it's about just 180 miles, 200 miles, something like that. You got £2 a mile.
Okay, so that would be
then
that would be $250 a mile, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, and then you could get a reload on it from, say, up the road somewhere at Wolverhampton or something to take back. So you got £2 back as well. Now, I've just worked it out. I don't know what this lad's getting paid, but I've worked it out. He showed me what he'd earned, right? Because I said to him, he said, how much do you want paying? I said, well, I reckon about 850 quid this week, so you can give me that. Yeah. So, because I work it out on what I do rather than an hourly rate or a mileage rate, I work out like how much I've spent, how long I've spent it, job sort of, and what I think the trucks are, trying to help him out a bit. So I said about 850. He went, "Oh, I've only got this," and he showed me his figures. And truck had earned £2,600 in the week. And I worked it out then what I'd done, and I said, "You'd only get £1.60 a mile average. I don't know what they're paying you loaded or empty, because it doesn't actually say anymore. It just gives you a rate for each job, what they paid for each job." I said, that works out £1.60 a mile. I said, you can't make any money on that, pal. He earned. I earned about £3,200 for him last week, and I've earned about £2,000 this week because we had May Day, didn't we? Monday was the bank holiday, May Day.
Does that bloke, is he new to the scene then? The guy you're working
for? Yeah. He's got a load of vans. He gets he's got a fleet of about 10 vans, and he picks up the flowers. You know the flower trucks that come from Holland.
Yeah.
He picks up flowers from them when they're coming to Hull. These vans go over there and then distribute it all around UK to shops.
When you say vans, what do you mean? Like, you're talking about transit vans in England?
Yeah. Tranny vans.
Right, because vans.
I think they're IV codes.
Right, because vans to America are 53-foot wagons. That's a van to America.
Yeah, all right. No, I'm on about
Right, so you're talking. Right, you're talking about a tranny.
Yeah, so they go over with the vans, pick up the plants and then distribute them. They might have about 10 drops on with the plants to different shops.
Right.
And they go all over UK with these 10 vans will go all over UK then when the trucks come over with the plants on from Holland into Hull, they drive over there, load the plants from the truck into the vans, and he distributes them. That's his main business. And he bought this truck off a lad. He bought this truck when he was pissed in pub.
Good Lord.
But he got it for 10 grand, and that's cheap. It's a 2018, yeah? A 2018 DAF. I think it's a 480 PACCAR engine in it, and it's done 680,000 kilometres, which is, what, not even 500,000, 440,000 miles?
No, it's more than that. What's a kilometre? It's about 1.25. No, that's knots. Hold on.
It must be 400 and something thousand. It's not even 500,000 miles.
Yeah, I mean, it's knocking on the door about 500, I think, kilometres compared to miles.
Right. But I had 500,000 miles, and he bought it for 10 grand.
So those
the guy that sold him it were pissed as well.
Jesus Christ. No, but like it's like over, you know, like in England, like something like a tranny, is that on a tacho or not?
No.
Is that
no tacos until you're 7.5 ton.
So that still applies to 7.5 tonners. Yeah. So, but the problem is
some of those hot shots in it. They've got no rules on them unless they're up to 7. Is it 5 ton there? Is it? I can't remember.
No, hot shots here now. They are regulated. They're showing that they have a thing because that's such a loophole with hot shots, you know. But the van, it's like when you talk about trannies, like in England, like transit vans and stuff like that. Those suckers get big. They get really big. Those like double axles.
Yeah.
There's some big suckers, you know. Because I had Iveco. We had a transit van delivery truck for the company, and we bought this Iveco, which is obviously was Ford, I think, at the time. That thing was absolutely huge, but it was just a car license. That was a double axle. You could take some serious tonnage in that thing. Went like a bloody rocket. And I was just shocked that there was no tacho on that thing. Yeah.
No, they don't. No, 7.5 ton.
Wow. Because I tell you what, those vans can haul some weight, can't they? What are they, like 3, 4 ton? I'm assuming about that sort of weight.
Yeah, I think you can go up to. I think they're allowed up to 5 ton.
Yeah, see, almost a 7.5 tonner starts to become like.
Some of them go up to 5, but 4.5, 5 ton.
Which pretty much starts killing a 7.5 tonner, doesn't it? Really? Because a class B, an HGV. No, what's a class? We have a class B here. What's that? That's HGV 2, isn't it? You got HGV 1 and HGV.
Let's see, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we had HGV 1, HGV 2, which was a 8-wheeler. You remember the 8-wheeler tippers?
Jesus Christ, that was like Fodens. That's going back like, yeah, I know. They're old.
Yeah, you had the 8-wheelers. So you had HGV 1, which was articulated. HGV 2 was your 32-ton tipper. And then HGV 3 was your 4-wheeler.
Right, here they got CDL A and CDL B. That's it. And if you're going for a CDL here.
Yeah, so we had 3. Now we've got, when they went into the European Union in 1992, they changed all the classes. It became the LGV. No,
light.
Large goods
Is it large?
vehicle.
I thought it was light. No, lights.
Instead of the heavy goods vehicle.
Good vehicle. Lights. The LGV was lights.
It became LGV, large goods vehicle.
Sure.
Yeah. And then it was LGVC, which is a rigid.
Right.
And which is any rigid. So you're just a seat, so you can drive an 8-leg tipper or a 4-wheeler. It was just C. And then C plus E, because E means trailer. So you could drive a wagon and drag or an articulated.
Right, which...
Now, the guys that were on class 3 and class 2 could actually pull a trailer because they weren't articulated, but they could still pull a trailer. So then they got C plus E restricted to a rigid with a trailer.
See, that was more European trucks rather than British trucks, wasn't it? Europe used to use a lot of those where you'd have those trailers on their trucks. They would haul the trailers, which was pretty much the same size as the truck. We didn't really do that in England, did we? If I remember rightly, in England it was just Arctics or...
Yeah, we did, and then we went all articulated. We used to have the wagon and trailer.
I always remember when I saw them, it used to be like Dutch trucks, German trucks, stuff like that coming in with trailers because they were.
Yeah, we went away from that and went to articulated with the fifth wheel.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, even in the years that I've left. I mean, I've been in 9 or 10 years here in America.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, you know. It's funny, like having a conversation now, because, like I say, trying to explain.
Yeah, well, they've changed all our hours rules about 6 or 7 years ago. Changed all hours rules, so you can't do team driving where one guy's driving and one guy's sleeping, and one guy's driving and one guy's sleeping. You know what I mean? You can't keep switching over. You've got to have a daily rest now. Both of you, both of the team drivers have to have a daily rest, 9 hours rest in 36 hours. So you can only work 25 hours, is it?
No, that thing that Michael.
And then you're both to stop. Then you're both to stop and sleep for 9 hours.
But Michael Castrian has put in there in 2026, 2.5 ton limit coming where.
Message 1st July 2026, 2.5 ton limit coming where a mandatory tackle will be required for foreign work, cross-border freight logistics, right? 2026, that's a while.
I forget Michael's like in England. I'm thinking, hold on, he just threw. I was thinking he was American. It's like, hold on, he just threw me. But now I forget he's in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The governments just want to keep, permanently getting involved in this crap, and it's a cat and mouse thing, isn't it? It's just forever.
It's bollocks, man. They're regulating us out of business.
I know.
That's all it is. And that fuel's going up. Rates aren't going up. You're not allowed to do any work.
I know.
Truck driving, the only job in the country where you can get fined for working too hard.
I know. The only good thing I would say about like in my situation being here in America, I could never earn this money in England unless I was some crazy computer guy that spent 10 years at college and crap like that. You can make an awful lot of money as a truck driver in America currently. I don't know where that's going to go. But currently, I couldn't make the money that I make here as a truck driver as a truck driver in England. I don't think, because it's lesser.
No, you can't earn anything here now.
Yeah, see,
we worked it out, me and my pal. Right, we got on the Bank of England inflation calculator. Right, and we worked it out what we were earning in 2005. Right, truck driving would be equivalent to about £1,200 a week take-home pay.
Yeah.
In your bank. You know what I mean? At the end of the week, you got £1,200.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? You're lucky to take home £800. So that's the pay cut we've had, just on inflation. You haven't had a pay cut, but with inflation, you have, because you can't buy as much with that money. The wage should be now equivalent purchasing power of your wages should be £1,200 paid into your bank, which would be 4,800 a month.
Wow.
As a company driver.
That's the problem is
you're not getting that now. We're getting, what will I get? 50, 16, 3,000, about 3,400 a month. Should be getting 4,800 a month.
Hey, Mr. BB. Yeah, it's like I said, I just couldn't. That's why I say the situation I've just been through with everything. That's why it would make no financial sense for me to go back to England, because I'm too.
You don't want to come back there. It's not the country you left.
But I'll always. But I will.
Don't come back.
I know, but I will always represent, because that's where I came from, and I will never apologize for anything, because
that's why I go on. I get pissed up on my rants. This is England, and it's not anymore, mate. It's flipping foreign country now. It's called Scuzz Bucket Stan.
Jesus Christ. It's a shame, because it's just like,
look at that flipping mayor of London.
I don't like that guy. I really don't.
I
find that guy offensive, and I can't understand. I always thought, like I said, first of all, I always thought the mayor of London could only run 2 terms. That's wrong. But I always was led to believe that.
And he got voted back in. Why? Because the Brit white English are 48% in London. So I'm going to get outvoted, aren't they?
That's crazy. He just seems. It's like whenever I've seen him on the news at times, which I don't watch a lot of news. I will watch Sky News purely because I want to see basic stuff about England. I know Sky News promotes what's going on around the world. I ain't really interested, to be fair, what's going on around the world. I've got no control on that in any way or form. I want to know what's happening where my family is, And you just see that, like, every time that guy, the mayor of London, gets on there, he's like, it's just apologizing. But I mean, he's basically apologizing for the way that London was, and he's always having a pop at the Metropolitan. He's always having a pop at everybody. It's like, good God, when does he ever stand behind anything that he's supposed to represent? I just don't like him. From what I see, I
No,
it just annoys the shit out of me.
No, he's a traitor anyway.
Mhm.
Well, he's not a traitor, is he? Because he ain't even British.
Right, and see, like here,
you weren't even born here.
You want to run for something in charge, you got to be
the same as that twat that's prime minister. He ain't even born here either.
I know, and
an Indian.
His missus is bloody, like, they're like billionaires, aren't they? Or she is, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're on about bringing in this central bank digital currency. Guess who owns software company, computer company that's going to do it all? His father-in-law.
I know, but it's when you hear somebody like that, what's his name? Sunak, something like that. But when you hear him talking, wow, we're going to save people like £10 a week in their pocket. It means nothing from a guy that's a billionaire. That guy is so disconnected. Yeah. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Listening to that.
What's his flipping big logs pulling off?
And I think that's why, like the community, obviously, that I've come into and stuff like that, listening to people that are on different situations and stuff like that, you think, Jesus Christ, you got to live like that, and you got to put up with that. And it's like, I'm fortunate, even though life's been horrible, it's turned out better for me in the end, but it's just awful listening to people's situations, that it's literally down to the last pound or the last £5 and stuff like that. It's like, God, Yeah, it bugs the shit out of me, you know, excuse my French, but it just bugs the crap out of me that people are put into that situation, that they've got to be at such a point, you know, you're up against the wall and stuff. It just is ridiculous, you know. I mean, what's the world bloody coming to? Yeah, you know, the last time I saw it, I thought charity begins at home. It period doesn't it? Charity begins in Ukraine and everywhere else. It's just dumb, you know.
Yeah, we ought to be able to set up a trust, put us taxes into a trust, and withhold it from the government till they stop paying it out all over the world.
Right.
Supporting wars and genocide.
Yeah, because it's like the you know, I don't want to get political and stuff out. I've got my points and stuff out. The Ukrainian thing, with all due respects, the last time I heard, isn't like the
Isn't that fucking bollocks? I'm starting to shout. I've had too much to drink again.
No, but like Ukraine, I mean, that's never going to happen. You're seeing the decimation and whatever. We can't stop what's going on there. They you know, we just seem to get involved in things that we just shouldn't get involved with. We just need to.
Yeah, what's it got to do with us?
I know.
Nothing.
We just need to start looking after our own countries and about what's going on here and sort stuff out like that. Because, like I say, I see a lot of stuff here that I've never seen before.
Who's that ex-Labour jock now? What's his name? That jock. He's just got voted in Blackburn, Burnley. Somewhere over there. Burnley, what it? Blackburn? I can't remember. Somewhere over there. What's his name now? George. Old Labour politician. George.
Galloway.
Galloway, is it? George Galloway. Old Labour, Scottish.
Yeah, then he started up one party. Now he started up another party, hasn't he? Because
the Workers' Party or something.
Yeah, which
he just got voted in because, and you know what he said?
No.
Right, this is a win for Palestine. He's got, you know what I mean? He's got Muslim votes, hasn't he, for Palestine because he's condemning Israelis. I'm like, hang on a minute, you should be getting voted in, mate, for England, for things to do with England, not some of them's got nothing to do with us. Stupid jock socialist idiot.
Yeah, that's dumb. I mean, like I said, I
hate socialists as well.
See, I've never given myself like a title or anything. A lot of it I don't follow. When people start saying left or right or whatever, I don't get it. I just tell people what I think. You know, it's just. Hold on, hey Brit, do you think you could go back to England and be an owner operator?
No, you won't.
Successful, not a chance. To be fair, Will Burnett.
No, they've all come off, mate. All the owner drivers. There's I've gone back on containers now because I came off. I was doing European with my truck, but I done containers before, and there's half a dozen left on owner drivers on the containers because they're just not, the rates have just they're just rubbish. It's less than what we were getting 7 years ago.
See, like Will Burnett saying, like, hey Brit, do you think that you could go back to England and be the owner operator as successful as you are in here in the US, knowing what you know? Now I know if I could find British driver.
I mean, you can still get decent rates if you specialise. If you get a low loader,
well, or tankers, stuff like that,
and specialise in moving.
Robert, if I could find British drivers with the same mindset that I have, because the British, with all due respect to everybody else, we like to work. Generally, a lot of us will work, and they'll do that extra mile and whatever. If I could find British drivers,
I was at a truck stop overnight. And there were drivers going, I'm parking up. And then it's like, I'm like, well, I'm trying to get 10 to gallon. And they're like, we don't give a fuck, mate. Don't pay me enough. Don't pay me enough to decide how much to try and save fuel for him.
Right.
You don't pay me enough for me to do this. Don't pay me enough. I'm like, where's your professional attitude, lads? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm saying it. If I could find drivers who are mine,
Even if somebody don't pay me enough, I might not work as hard, but I've still got a professional attitude.
right?
Today they don't give a shit. They don't even know how to shift the stick. Some of them have never even used a stick.
I know it's all automatics now. That's what's happening here, but no, if I could find people with the same mindset, and there's an awful lot of people with the same mindset as me, it's not rocket science. I would take them on tomorrow, and I know because Schneider, they would allow me to take on other drivers and contract to Schneider under my contract.
Yeah.
Now they do that on van. Nobody's done it on tanker because I don't know why they don't do it, but on van they've done. A couple of drivers have done that, but I know that if I had the right people, and that's see when I had my business in England, people are a major part of your business. You treat them right, they're going to treat you right. You make them money, they're going to make you money.
Yeah.
It works both ways. You can't be a boss and treat somebody like a complete tosspot and try to tell them how to do everything, because you just can't, and I learned that pretty straightforward, and I looked after my staff and whatever.
Yeah, well, this lad whose truck I'm driving now, that's why I'm doing it. Because he just said to me, I know you've had your own truck, just run it like it's yours.
Wilburn is asking you a question.
He's losing money, mate.
So the guy you're working for,
he's losing. I haven't seen his books, but you know what I mean. From what I know, and I've looked at the rates he's getting, and then I've done the math on what I think it's costing him.
Right.
I reckon he's losing about £250 a week.
How is he getting the work then? Is he just like
It's the van. He's got the van business, hasn't he? The vans are making more money than the truck is.
Okay.
One van is making more money than that truck is.
Okay, but you're seeing that. So no, but
Doing
see
the
to me
plants that he's doing.
but
I think he just wanted to own a truck, and he's just realised he's gone on this contract with Mays, right? And realised it's not as good as he thought it was going to be.
Is it?
But he had another guy. There's another guy there called Peter who's in pub. He's a bullshitter, and he's in pub, and he's like, I'm earning £4,500 a week on containers, and then we were in pub, and young James, right, who I took to Europe with me to get him into Europe and that, and he didn't really like doing European, so he ended up doing this job on containers, and he's in pub with me. And there's this Pete saying, I used to £4,500 a week. Rates have really gone down now, though. And young James piped up and says, shut up, Pete. You're just a bullshitting. And we're never earning £4,500 a week, were you? You told Lyndon you were making this money. He's going to bought this truck. He's bought this truck, and you realise he can't even earn £3,000 a week.
See, hold on, Mr. BB wants to get personal with you, Robert. Mr. BB, Robert's not too far from you, so beware. But
there used to be good tits, these, mate. It's more muscle under there. It's not all fat, mate. There's the muscle. Look, fucking tension, look. Whoa.
Because you how many years you been driving, Robert?
14, 2026.
How long? That went funny then.
40 years in 2026. So 38 now.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I didn't realize you've been driving that long.
1986.
Bloody hell.
I got my test. I passed my test in January 1986.
Christ, 86. I think I'd left school about a year. I think I left school in about 85. Fucking hell. Damn.
And I was driving trucks before that, before I passed my test.
Yeah.
I used to shunt trailers because my dad was a truck driver, and I used to shunt. I used to work for UFO, and I used to shunt trailers in the yard, park them, move them about, park them up. And that.
I learned to drive on a farm. I mean,
when I was 15, years old. So if I count that, I've done it 40 odd years already.
Let me piss on your fireworks for that one. I was driving at 13 because I lived on a farm. I came down from London,
Right.
like the concrete jungle, went down to Hythe. Then we ended up in the New Forest on a farm. That's where I learned to drive everything, articulated everything. So, but I've been driving since 13. So I've been driving, oh Christ, 43 years. That's frightening. God damn, that's frightening. But that's a good place to learn. When you're out in a field, you can't.
Yeah, well,
I don't think you can crash.
When I got to 20 years, I thought that was a milestone, and then next 20 years, it was like I thought it were about. You look back and you think, oh, it were about 10 years ago, that, or it's 5 years ago, and you think, Juffy, hell, it was 20 years ago.
I know it's frightening.
Last 20 years have gone really quick.
Every year gets quicker because if you remember when you're at school, you want to hurry up and leave school. Now I left school at 15 because I got fed up with school. I want to just get out, get a job, get moving. And then you want to be 18 because then you can go to nightclubs and stuff legally. No, then you want to be 21 and then you want to be like 25.
Yeah, 19. That was the best age ever. Old enough to do anything. Yeah. You were old enough to do everything.
And then suddenly you look back. And you look back.
No, you still had no responsibilities.
I know, but then suddenly you look back and like 10 years has just passed you by, you know?
Yeah.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
I think
well, it's like when I sold my truck, and that's 2020, beginning of 2020, and it's like I haven't even had a proper job since then.
See,
I'm just driving for anybody.
See, that's what that whole.
I can't work for big companies because I've worked for myself. I can't work for big companies. Can't do with all the fucking bollocks. I went to one place, and we do what's called split coupling. Right? If you've got a fridge on it, it's coupled. The front of the fridge is there, and the back of the trailer is there. Right. I mean, the back of the unit's there, and the front of the fridge is there. That's how close coupled they are. Right? So we split couple them.
Right.
So you back the unit halfway under. I've got a video on it. But you back the unit so far under, so you've still got a gap. Yeah. You put the trailer brake on, couple up the airlines, and then drive it under to just couple the pin. Yeah. And because you've got the trailer brake on, you can still do the tug test.
Right.
Right. So it's called split coupling. Right. And I was doing it. I went to the company. I was doing it, and he says, "What are you doing?" Coupling up. He said, "Oh, we don't split couple in this yard. It's not safe. We've had runaways." I said, "Fucking talking out your ass, mate." I said, "If trailer breaks off and there's no air in it, you'll still have a runaway. When I go under it, it'll move."
Can I just say, big up BRB and big up Sean Fairman. Carry on talking then, young sir.
Morning, Sean. Yeah. Yeah, so I think it'll still move. So you're talking out your ass, mate. I had to drive a trainer here. This, that. When I went, here, mate. Here, mate. Got my bag out, got my gloves out. I said, fuck your fucking job, see?
See, that's what I wanted to say to you.
Fucking wanker like you telling me that's been driving 20 years longer than you have. Don't tell your granny how to suck eggs now. Fuck off, you wanker.
That's what I wanted to say to you when you were saying about the guy you're working for, that he's got these profitable vans. Now, that's the situation I was in England. Now, my business was dealing with Sunseeker International.
Yeah,
Now, we made a high profit out of
yeah,
Sunseeker International through the plumbing and through manufacturing their stuff and whatever. That allowed me to get involved with like eBay and Amazon and other stuff. So we could go after any. I think we were like number 2 on eBay in England at the time as companies and stuff like that, because we could trash the market, because we could sell stuff at losses, but when you put the whole
yeah,
bubble together, we made a good GP. And that's how we
yeah,
run it, because I was out there like gaining business, but then when I came here and got married, then suddenly I was just told to like stop it, just be a normal person, stuff like that. And but that's what always drove
yeah,
me. I was always like the person that just wanted to grow my business. Now my business was at one stage doing about 6 million a year, 5.5 million a year.
right,
So I understand how to operate business
yeah,
and things out, which, whichever way people want to look at it. But I was just
yeah,
told to calm down when I came here. When I got married and stuff out, you're just supposed to just no. But that's always been my drive. Now
right,
that's what it comes back now, because I'm on my own. Because now I can think for myself again. I can start doing my own things and everything. And that's what when um Wilburn was on my he wasn't personally on my life earlier on. And that's what I was going to say to like Wilburn is that if you we should have an I'll give you a buzz tomorrow actually, Wilburn, if you're about. Um and that now that's coming back to me. That's what's driving me forward, and that's allowing me to do things that I how can I say
yeah,
I will do what I need to do to get on in business and do everything else out, and I'm getting on rapidly because I've got nobody behind me now. Now I can be the person I always used to be before I got married and everything else like that, and that person has come
yeah.
back.
When you got tied down, you mean?
No, because there's probably billions and billions of great, fantastic women. And my ex, she was a good woman. She probably still is. So I'm not going to slate her because that's not the way I work it. But something went wrong, and it didn't work out for us. So now I'm here on my own, doing my own thing. But it's just weird. That's just why, like I
Yeah,
say, I rely so much on the British community, because now I get my voice back, and I get the camaraderie and stuff
yeah,
like that. That America and Canada doesn't quite understand what makes me tick, but a British person would. And I can say, like I've always spoken to you, Rob, but I've always been upfront with you, mate, and you understand me, I understand you, and we take the piss out of each other, but we know it's
yeah.
not like intentional. It's just having a giggle,
There's no animosity there, no, mate. It's just
right?
banter, isn't it? It's a laugh.
Right, but if I were to say that, you'll probably get either shot or knifed or whatever. But it's
Oh, yeah. Right, it's happening here now, that, mate. Flipping it.
no, but it just allows me to like.
Hey, you know what I'm like, though? Sure, I'm like. Where am I?
But it's just
Fucking come round to my fucking house.
yeah. No, I'll have to make this private now later, mate. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying it's just like I don't know. Now I'm on my own, and I like. It sounds weird, like I like being on my own. Yes, I like being on my own 99.9% of the time. Yes, it would be great to sit down and take a lady out, have a chat, and have a giggle, and then go home, whatever. But that's not a part of my plans for the next year. I just need to be just left alone and let me just do what I'm doing at a rapid rate of knots.
Yeah. Right.
The trucking business age is is a person twice as fast. I mean, yeah, I look great. Yeah, Wilburn is such a tart when he does stuff like that. It makes no sense to me.
No, he moved so he could get internet.
No, I just moved.
Couldn't get internet at
Yeah,
once.
we were talking about a mile down the road, and it was crap internet, so I've had to move. There's a bunny down there. Can anybody see that little bunny in front of us? There's a truck stop to my left, Sean, but that is dodgy as heck. It's all sand haulers. Now, there's a bunch of trucks parked behind me, which is probably Sandbox trucks. Sandbox seem to own this area. I don't know what on earth is going on here. They seem to have taken over the area, so there's got to be some huge fracking plant somewhere around here. But just directly behind me, can I show you it? Hold on. This is a special for Sean Furman. See, can you see my wing mirror? I've got trucks behind me.
We've got a new one.
Everybody's parked here, and then there's a truck stop there. But it's crap. I was there earlier on. I parked there earlier on, didn't like it. I thought, hold up, I'm going to go backwards and go and sit in Love's. But Love seems to control your flipping, control your Wi-Fi. Just go stupid. Well, I tried. I tried.
I'm just laughing at what Wheelbarrow's put.
Well, because I'm generally trying to keep things discreet. Robert just goes off the cuff. He just loses his mind. I'm gonna open the bloody window actually, because it's getting freaking hot in here. Yeah.
Chain smoking Ribena drinking me. That's what somebody.
It's gonna be a warm flipping night.
With a laptop.
So, me and Robert have sorted out the world truck industry. We've sorted out politics. We've sorted out gold and silver. Anybody else want anything else answered? I swear to God, we've got everything covered on this world.
You're not a fit cunt, Brian.
No,
you know your business and that. Just some things that you're a bit thick on. I'm trying to educate you, mate.
I'm just trying to help you.
Yeah. When you say something thick, I'll say, oh, you're a fucking thick. Yeah, thick cunt. I call everybody a thick cunt. I even call myself it.
I don't.
You know when you do something, and I was said to myself, Robert, you thick cunt.
No, I always put Mr. in front just to make it a bit more discreet.
What? Mr. Thick cunt.
Mr. Canut.
Yeah, Mr. Canut.
Sounds more professional. No, Sean, I'm going from here.
No, I call myself it.
No, I'm going from here to Kentucky, then down to Atlanta, get loaded in Atlanta, back up to Wisconsin, back over to...
Yeah, too far. You'll start needing a translator now, mate, because I'm getting pissed. What we say is pissed up. Not pissed off, pissed up.
I know, that's what I say, trying to get like...
Because when I say I'm pissed, I think I'm annoyed.
I know.
But I mean pissed up, not pissed off.
That's what my ex used to have to explain to people when I say things. It's like, no, what he means is this. It's like, and I'm thinking, why you got to explain everything I'm saying? This is just dumb. But no, I'm going from...
we see.
What?
This is one of our favourite words, isn't it? Piss. You can take the piss.
Right.
You can be pissed up. You can have a piss. You can take a piss. Take a piss means that you're urinating. You can take the piss, which means you're having a joke.
Right.
At someone's expense. You can be pissed up. You can be pissed off. If it's easy, it's a piss.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I have to explain a lot of stuff, and it comes to a point that you give up explaining because it's like we understand what we're saying, and suddenly we have to explain. Wow, there's another truck in front of me. Everybody's parking here. He's going. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to explain everything, that's why I say it's good to hear when I get on like Society X and stuff like that, just hearing Northern, South, Welsh, Irish, Scottish, it's just good to hear that because they understand if I'm saying, "Oh God, I'm pissed off," rather than trying to explain yourself. Not that I get mad with people. Big up that bloke in front. I think he's having a piss actually. I think live on YouTube, that guy's having a wee. I don't know. I swear to God. Oh, I don't know. No, he's no. Oh no, he's tightening. He's got a flatbed, so he's tightening his load up there. Yeah, trying to explain yourself. That's why I said I just, after all the crap that's gone on in my world for a while, it's just. I think that's why I stay on a lot of these British channels because I don't want to keep explaining stuff and whatever. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing.
I like explaining stuff. I like educating the world on the fine the fine linguistics of our amazing language. It's not our fault they only know half of it.
Yeah, I don't go to that extreme, but I mean, the one thing it's taken me a little while getting used to is now it's not Queen's English, it's King's English. Because poor old Lizzie passed, so now it's Charles, So now it's not Queen's English, it's King's English. Because that's the weirdest thing. The Queen.
He can't even speak English, the toffee nose twat.
You can't say that, otherwise you'll have to go to the bloody tower and be off with your head. But I'm just saying, is that like, it's like.
Real English is Old English, and it's still spoken in Yorkshire.
I know.
King's English.
Well, because that's why
he's a fucking puff.
No, he's not a puff. He's married to that horse. So.
He talks like a puff.
Well, he's got to do what he's got to do.
Hey, now, did you like that video I sent you when he's doing his speech?
It's crazy.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
That was funny. That somebody overdubbed it, didn't they?
See, the only person I see is like I've got no time now for Harry though. I don't care for Harry. A guy that's had everything given to him on a plate, and then he has the audacity to say how bad he's had a life and stuff like that. It's like, how comes William's towing the line and doing what he's supposed to do as a future king and everything else like that? Harry's an asshole. Sorry, I don't care for that kiddie. Don't like him. Don't like him one bit. He got. Well.
I think it's all publicity, mate. I think he's been influenced by his new wife, who's she's a big celebrity, wasn't she, before she married him?
Never even heard of her.
And this is the marketing, right? This is how we're going to make millions, right? Creating controversy. The more you're in the limelight, the more you earn. That's how it works with celebrities. They don't care what they do to get the money.
Why do we give a damn about?
That's all about.
About why do we care about the royal family? My opinion is I'm a royalist. Robert's not a royalist, but I understand his opinion.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am a royalist. We've got what we call Parliament assembled, which is the Lords, spiritual and temporal, the Commons, and the Crown. That's the Constitution, which is a constitutional monarchy. Without the monarch, right?
We
to look after the Commons, the Lords will rule.
Well,
that's why you've got two houses and then the king who's supposed to protect everybody.
Right.
But the king's not doing his job anymore.
Right.
That's why I'm annoyed with the
royals,
royal family, not because he shouldn't be there. Supposed to be looking after our interests. He does his king's oath and he says, I promise to rule the people according to their laws and customs. It's in his oath. So if Parliament makes a stupid law like taxing everybody, You're supposed to say, no, you can't do that. It's theft. But does he? Who the fuck? Fucking wankers.
The thing is with the royal family now.
I should be fucking king anyway. I've got royal blood in me.
No, but it's like I say to a lot of people. When
That's why I'm a royalist.
I remember being in London as a kid when we had all the London bombings and stuff like that from the troubled times. Let's say the troubled times, rather than being naming names and whatever. Is that's the British people? I mean, they're very most genuine British born. When I say British born, I'm not being patronising maybe it's come into England, but British born, British blood. And like I say, I always look at the world as Europe and England. I don't class myself as European. I never would. I class myself as British, not European. Now I speak English, but I'm British. It's simple. And when it comes to the royals, what growing up as a child, watching like the troubled times and seeing it, you know what I'm talking about, Robert, with all that crap that went on and
what crap?
all the troubled times with Ireland and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
but we grew up with that, but yet we got past that, and we are strong as British. You know, we're British and stuff. And like I'm saying, there's Irish people on these channels, and they're good Irish people. There's good Scots. There's good Welsh. But we are very
Scots and Welsh are British.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Northern Irish.
You got to be careful with.
Like to say the British.
No, but I'm just saying. But people around the world don't seriously comprehend England and how we tick. And unless you're British, you would understand how we tick. You know. It's very it's simple to us, but it's complicated to the world. Like when we explain about different things, we can think about like why don't we get on with Germany and stuff like that. It's simple to us, but the world doesn't understand because there's too much history and that.
Just the genius.
But we would joke.
Why would you want to get up and say genius?
I know, but we would jokingly say that.
Come on down, Jimmy.
I know, but I'm saying, but we would jokingly say like this is Germans or whatever because of bloody whatever. But that's the way that we are. We laugh about a lot of stuff. We joke about a lot of stuff. A lot of people will find that offensive, but to us, it's a joke. It's just a simple joke.
No, it's not a joke, mate.
No, but when we
I would here back in 2007, I think it was. I took my lad. It was about 20 years, 21, 21, my lad then. So what a young lad. Came with me in truck. He came with me in the truck to Italy. Come on, do you want to come for a ride? He weren't doing anything. He were off. He were at university. So I said, do you want to come for a ride to Italy? Oh yeah, that'd be all right. Anyway, we were going on there's a train that you get to the train station in Freiburg in Germany, right? And you drive onto the train, you know, like the Eurotunnel train, same thing. You drive onto it, and it takes you through Switzerland, and you pop out in Italy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Navarra. So we got to the train station. It's all booked, 2 drivers and all that. Went to the window. Yeah, 2 drivers. Oh, I want to see his license, driving license. So give him his driving license. He went, he ain't got a truck license. Well, no, because he's crew. What do you mean, crew? You know what I mean? Like, this is what we like. It is a bit of English, you know, and my. Anyway, so what do you mean, crew? I said, is here to unload the load because there's handball on it. I was lying, obviously, because there weren't. But it's handball, so he's crew to help. So he's not allowed on the train. Why? Because he ain't got a ticket. I said, hey, here. I said, there's like Wabberers and Willie Betts and all these other foreign companies with 2 drivers, which one of them isn't a driver, is the driver's mate. Yeah. So I said to her, I says, have all them got HGV, LGV licenses? Yeah. I says, you know, but a fucking racist. I says, bit your manager here. What do you? I says, here, mate. I says, tell you what,
Kenzie.
we'll forget that. We'll forget that. Here's 30 euros. Let him on train.
Good blimey. Really?
No. He's going, no, can't do that. I went, you are a fucking racist, then, aren't you? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you're a racist. I says, because all them bastards, you gassed half of them. And we kicked your fucking asses. That's why you let them on and you don't let us on. Because you don't like us because we fucking kicked your asses. I says, it wasn't me that bombed you, granny.
Damn, this live is so private. It's gonna be under this. Damn. Yeah, Kenzie's entered the building, so big up to the young lady. Kenzie is she talks like Liverpudlian. She talks Liverpudlian.
It wasn't me that bombed you, granny.
Yeah, stop that.
You're racist bastard.
No, stop. I'm just saying. What?
Guess what?
What?
Guess what? We didn't go on the train.
I guess that.
We had to drive through Frasier.
But Robert, Kenzie's just come in. She is a Liverpudlian, so she talks like really good. I do like the way that the Liverpudlians talk because it's not Brookside. It's just
Ella.
Yeah.
God, we're loud in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Ella.
So big up to the Liverpudlians. No, yeah, that sounds offensive. See, it's like.
Well, take us then.
No, you're just
you won't take me.
So, yeah.
You won't take me.
No.
A naughty little boy.
Yeah.
That was you Southerners called us Yorkshire, and we just said, "Oh yeah, we are, aren't we?"
Big up London.
Didn't get that wrong, did you, lad?
Big up London. Oh, my son lives in Brookside. Big up Brookside. See, I remember watching that.
That used to be a TV series, didn't it, Brookside?
I used to watch it when I was a lad. When I was a bloody lad, which was many moons back.
Where did I go now?
No, I miss a lot of that stuff.
Oh, where was it now? In Liverpool. When I worked for Asda. I worked for Asda from 1992 to 2000.
Doing what?
Doing supermarkets around the country. We just had a few nights out a week. You could do just local if you wanted, but I'd like to travel the country. So I used to get 2 or 3 nights out away a week. But I was home every weekend, so I could see my kids when they were growing up. And where was it now? This Walton. I went to the Asda at Walton in Liverpool. Yeah. And I'm back in the truck up, and these kids were playing football on the grass at the side of the Asda, and the football came over. I didn't see it. It had bounced down and gone under the trailer. So I'm reversing up, and I just heard this bang.
Damn.
Oh, what the hell was that? And I got out with it with that football, man. I'd run over it.
Now, Kenzie needs to
run over these kids' football. Next minute, I get out, and I'm looking. I thought, oh, it's a football. So I threw it to the side like that. And then these little twats whose football it was, these little scouters.
Oh, that's...
all of a sudden there's all these bricks flying at the trailer.
I hate, see.
Smacking up. There's all these bricks inside the trailer. Like, you bastard, you busted fucking football.
Yeah, she's saying it as Robert, she's saying as to Walton by B&M.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, Kenzie's going to come to America anyway, so we're going to do an interview, and we can hear how Kenzie talks.
You have to throw all these bricks at me truck.
Big up bricks. Damn. No, it'll be hold on, what did Wilburn say? Brit, I dare you, Robert, you're a silly tart. Now that doesn't sound very effective. Calling Robert a silly tart means like 0.
Yeah.
Calling like Wilburner a tart.
That just
Yeah.
goes
I know.
bounce.
Calling Wilburner a tart. That's like he puts his high heels on, thinking, "Is he talking to me?"
No, he's a tart, isn't he? Have you seen him with beard? He's going like this, like a
I
tart,
know.
doesn't he? Oh,
I
look at my
know.
beard. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I've got to put my beer stuff on and stuff like that. Oh, really? Okay. You're on TV and you talk. Yeah.
You call me out, man. It just goes bam.
I know. Yeah. Kick him out. He talks weird. Anyway, Kenzie, how are you, young lady? Hope. Oh, bloody hell! It's like it must be 2. Wow, it must be 20 past 2 in the morning, young lady. So everybody.
It's yeah, 2:11 and
Right.
2:11 and.
Anybody in the chat? Can we give Kenzie a big up, Kenzie? Can we say that? 2-4 can say it.
Kenzie!
Yeah, Wilburner can say it.
Hey, she likes me laugh anyway.
Yeah.
Not my black teeth and my black tongue.
Oh, yeah, that's not something to show off anyway, so.
Gossies!
No, it's not.
Mont Ribena.
Oh, yeah. So, Toofer, you need to say, hey. You need to say, hey, big up Kenzie. And Wilburner, you tart, you need to say big up Kenzie as well. Here we got one from the Canadian. Big up Kenzie. Yeah. Big up the British.
Big up the Brits!
Yeah.
Boom!
I just need that bloody passport office to hurry up and sort my passport out so I can jump back in England for.
Oh, I need to sort mine out, mate. Runs out in 4 months.
Mine ran out 2017. Well, because it didn't matter because I'm here on a green card, so I can be here, whatever, you know. But yeah, once that passport comes through, I want to go back to England around about June, July, August, something like that. I'll spend a couple of weeks in England then, so see my mum, see my brother.
Yeah, well, mate.
Come up and see you slut.
Love to go on a session, mate.
Finished?
I'll have to go on a session on pub, mate. Yeah, pub.
No, I'll be coming up to see you as well, you slut. So once I know when I'm coming to the UK,
we'll do a live. Me and you at pub getting pissed.
I better drink you under the table. I swear to God, I'll drink you under the table.
You'll try, man.
Wilburner's missus. Dar, can you give Kenzie a big up, Kenzie the Brits? Can you do that? As Toofer said, big up to Kenzie. Yes, all right, fair play, sir. Dar, we just need a big up to Kenzie from you. Can you do that? Big up Canadian to Kenzie. Yeah, so yeah.
Stand this muscle. It's muscle, that's muscle. What?
Bloody hell. Really? So whereabouts you
muscle same as arms, look.
Yeah.
Fucking arms, that's fucking muscle, that is.
Willy Wonka.
How fucking flab. Mate. Look, it's not flab, it's fucking hard. Mate. Same as them, look, the fucking hard.
Mate, how far are you from like Waterloo? Robert. How far do you think you are from Waterloo Station?
You look, you see what? You look. Look at me back. You look, got back as well.
Oh, God.
Got back muscles here, look. That's fucking muscle, look.
Okay. Then Robert woke up with a sweat on. Right, Robert. How far are you from me? How far? If I jumped on a train from Waterloo How far is it to you, do you think?
You
How
what?
far are you from Waterloo's train station, do you think, from on a train? 2 hours, 3 hours?
About 2
Okay.
hours, yeah. 2 and a bit. 2.5, 3.
Okay.
I don't know. It takes you longer to get on a chuffing train
Well,
than it does
because
to
if
do travelling these days.
I know, but it just seems, from what I keep reading and what I'm seeing, it's like rather than bloody get a hired car, it's probably better off to go from Heathrow, jump into Waterloo, and grab the train.
Dad wants me to take my shirt off.
No, Dar, stop it. Did she say that? God damn that lady. Did Dar just say that?
See, she can see if I've got muscle or tits.
Dar, that's weird, young lady. Get a grip of yourself. Okay.
It's muscle. Same as my arms. Muscle.
Well, just
muscle.
do whatever you got to do, because I'm going to make this live private, because I'm going to get so screwed over with this live. So I'm going to put it private anyway. No, because I'm going to jump on.
I've got a bit of flab. There's a bit of
Oh,
flab
that's
there.
so
Look.
weird. Robert,
A bit of
stop.
flab. Look.
That's so weird.
Muscle behind it.
No, because when I land, I'll be coming up to see you. Kenzie doesn't know, but I'm jumping on a Kenzie's joint. Aaron Rabi can just deal with it. Big up London. Then I've got to get back south to see my family. So
No, I can flex and watch.
Stop it, man. What you got?
Can you see a movie? Can you see a movie? I can't do that. Couldn't do that if there were flab.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to see a few people in England, and then I'm going to spend some time with my family. That I've not seen my family in, like, Jesus Christ, 9 years. I've not seen my family in 9 years physically. I've seen them on video screens, which is horrible. So I just want to see my mum and see my other brother. I've got a mum, a brother, and my cousin. That's what's left of my family. Everybody's gone. We had a huge family. God, Lee, did we have a huge family, and now everybody's gone, you know? So
Yeah. That's what's happening here now, mate. That's nice.
So I'm gonna do, so once I come back to England, I'm going to Kenzie's joint, Robert's joint. I think I'm meeting up with JJ in London. And then I'm going to Dorchester. Down in deepest, what would you class Dorchester as? Like, I don't know, right down in the coast. I am Dar, because I miss my family. I miss my family terribly, and losing my brother absolutely wiped me out. That's why I need to go and see what's left of my family now, because I gave up everything coming there. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, God, that was your choice." Yeah, but I was married. You know, you do what you got to do for your family. But I got fucked over in the end, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I've got grandkids now, so I'm not leaving them.
Well, it appears that
I
loyalty.
love seeing my grandkids.
No, but it just bugs me, because I'm the most loyal person you ever come across, but loyalty doesn't seem to get you. Even though my ex was previously married, her daughter, who I still class as my daughter in mind, we still keep in contact, and I always get on great with her, because I was
How long were
always
you
good to
married
her.
for?
13 years.
13 years, bloody hell.
And I knew her 2 years prior to that, and 2 years prior to that, yeah, I bailed her out for everything, you know. She owed a lot of money all over the joint, and I bailed everything out, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now you got out of shit, she fucking dumped you in it.
Yeah, in a foreign country on your own. So I understand what trying to go against everything it's like. So that I do understand. But it's made me a better person when it comes to I still can't change the person I am from a point of like you want to help people, you want to do your best for people and stuff like that. I can't change that. That's in my DNA. But I'm a lot more conscious now, I think, of being around certain people and stuff like that, or making decisions that could affect me. I analyze stuff a lot more now, and I write down a lot of stuff, and I have a planning thing, and it's worked out dramatically for me. Like I said, if you realize where I've come from and where I'm going to, it's crazy, you know. Even I can't seem to cope with it at times, you know.
Yeah.
But this is why I run. This is why I run, you know, because I'm out here to just
Yeah.
move on and I'll be good, you know.
The white line junkie.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds daft, but I mean, I've literally got the next year worked out. The next year is raising about 50 grand, 60 grand, so I can put the deposit down on a new house, get that house, then get it bought and paid off over about a 4-year period. Now my business is paid off. The rocket's going to be paid off in the next 5 months, which is still 6 months ahead of. Even though I got offered 7 years to pay that car, and I will be paying it off in 18 months. So I'll be okay, you know. I'm gonna do that sort of, which is why I want to just get things done, get my life in order, and then just I don't know. Let's just see where it goes. But I'm good on my own, you know. I'm just good on my own because I've been on my own for that sort of length of time. So
Yeah,
I
I've been
don't
on my own now. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 7 years.
to the point that you sort of like, and I'm sure it's the same for the women. It's like, do you really need to be? I don't know. Do you need a partner? Do you need, or do you just want somebody you can talk with? I don't know.
Yeah, well, my first wife, I was married to her for 25 years.
Wow.
And then she was just getting worse and worse with her alcoholism. So I left. And then she drunk herself to death and died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
So
that,
I
mate.
left it. And then I remarried her cousin.
Oh,
Yeah. Her mum and her mum were sisters. So I married a cousin.
right.
And she was a nutcase. So I left her as well. I just walked out. I just thought I've had enough of this. I'm off.
I think there comes a time once you've been on your own for that sort of length of time that it's like I don't know. It becomes suddenly if it's like it's trying to find like an ideal partner that is not going to change anything that you're now dealing with because now you're content with your life. I think you're going to be content with your life. I'm speaking from my point of view. You're content with your life, and it's like you don't want anybody to change it because you've now got accustomed to that life where you don't have to. You got no worries about stuff. You know what I mean? And you've sort of you've gone through life on your own. It's not as if you need somebody. It's just like I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's not that you. And I have a lot of people saying to me, "Oh God, no, you need to be with something." No, I don't. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. There comes odd. There will come odd times, like yeah, perhaps you'd like.
I think everybody should be with someone, but it's. You see, I thought my first wife was like my soulmate, but
Right.
she changed because she started drinking so much. I mean, I drink, but I don't get up in the morning and start drinking gin
Oof, yeah.
in the morning. Oh wait, you know what I mean? I won't have a drink. Some days I don't drink at all because you've seen me, haven't you? When I've had my own water, and then other days I'll have 10 pints of beer.
Can I say, like young Vanda's in the chat? Anybody seeing Vanda in it, Vanda Costa, please be respectful to her. She's going through a horrible grinder at the time, so don't be horrible to her. And can I just remind? Actually, this is my channel. I just realised. Any blokes in here?
Humberto.
No, but any blokes in here, the ladies got the big spanner, so don't piss off the ladies because they got a bigger punch on you guys. So big up the ladies.
Ladies.
No, I give all the ladies super spanners because the unfortunate thing is you just see ladies being so disrespected on YouTube. It's disgusting the way that they are spoken to and what seems to be just the norm, which is so weird to me. When you go on certain channels, you'll see ladies being spoken to with "F you," "You're this," "You're that," and it's like, good God, did your mum not bring you up? Did your mum drag you up? You know,
Yeah.
And I don't care for that crap, you know.
I was brought up well. I just turned out bad.
No, but there's you know, I just wasn't brought up to be disrespectful to a lady in any way or form, and I saw what a horrible marriage did to.
What's my star sign? My star sign is a wood dragon, and we come round. We come round once every.
Hold up,
60 years.
hold on. We got royalty in here. South Georgia Hot Shot. Big up Robert and Lita. Robert is the luckiest guy in the world. He's got like this is I don't know, is it girlfriend, partner? I don't know what you call it here. But he's got like this she's wicked. so big up South Georgia Hot Shot. No, I'm a Libra, so a Libra is supposed to like weigh up all the pros and cons, which is probably exactly like me. I do weigh up stuff. I don't go for the jugular. She's not a bully to you. Oh my God, Robert. Robert. When I say Robert, I'm talking about South Georgia Hot Shot. Robert. Because Robert's in the chat and Robert's in the but they're a good couple. Hold on, he's got a Robert, can you when I say Robert, see this is getting weird. Robert, South Georgia Hot Shot, Robert. Can you put your link in the channel so these people can follow you because they're a good couple. They're a nice couple. Robert and Lita and the hairy girls, they're top bananas, you know? But Vanda Costa, hold on. Yeah. Watch out because she's wicked. I like Vanda. So big up Vanda. Vanda is Scottish. So big up the Scottish. Certainly Vanda. I'm not quite sure on a certain individual apart from that one. It's gone.
I'm boring. Save your time. I tell you what, mate. I'm subscribed.
To who? Oh, so you follow South. He's funny as heck. And when he goes, sometimes he has a bit of a tangent, but it's even funny because if you listen to Lita, now he will say something to Lita on some of these things and just say, yeah. I don't think she realizes how comical her yeah is.
Yeah.
You just did it. See, you just yeah, she's funny.
He said something, he said something that went body language. Because he was talking about, I don't know, other women. And he said something to the other women that were in the chat. And you should have seen her face. It just totally changed.
Well, I ain't going to comment on that because I'm sure
And
she
I
can
said,
give me.
body language, mate. And she went, oh, no, she's all right. We're okay, it's okay. But I'm like, body language, I saw her face, mate, and her eyes roll.
I know, you can imagine it. Robert pretends to be on his videos like hard as hell. But you can imagine, like, Lita will probably say, Robert, shut up. No problem. No problem. That was the weirdest thing. I did meet them, actually. If you look at one of my see, that sounds so weird. Look at my shorts. I don't wear shorts. I do sometimes. But when I say watch my shorts, we were at this truck stop and we didn't know. And I get up in the morning and I check everything, starts the truck. And then stuff me backwards. I see Robert moving off to the left-hand side of me. I'm thinking, hold up, that's Robert. That's South Georgia Hotshot. They was in Kentucky. So I message him. And he thinks it's a butt dial. No, it's not a butt dial. It's me. I said, it's me. I'm behind you. And then he stops. And then if you see, there's two shot. I think there's one or two shorts that I did, and then you'll see me behind Robert. It was about 3 to 5 months back, something like that. But it was just funny. And then meeting him, and it's just like Lita is small. She's like this, like just cute little lady. She just sat there, and then you got Robert, and yeah, it was just funny meeting him, like in the middle of nowhere and stuff me. Where it like you got the whole of this country, and yet we're both parked at the same truck stop, like next to each other, and we didn't realize. It was so weird. But I always go to that truck stop because it's guaranteed to park there. It's no hassle and whatever. So. And he knows what truck stop I'm talking about because, like, whenever you're in that area, you know, it's just an easy parking spot. Food's a bit dodgy. I don't know if Robert did a thing on that because sometimes he does do a like a review, like the food was pants. Well, no, he doesn't say pants because he's American, but it would be like, yeah, perhaps I need to start doing food reviews. Like this stuff is like pants, and the tea tastes like it's been filtered through somebody's underwear. I like to keep it real. Yeah. Anyway.
Bloody rubbish. What is?
Yeah.
Bloody bugger, old boy.
Everybody's parking here. I got people parked
Bloody
behind me. People parked in
bugger,
front.
old boy.
I know.
That's rubbish.
Yeah, I got people here trying to protect me from getting hit or anything because I got people parking behind me, in front of me, and on the side of me. So. He's gonna. Crikey, that truck in front is literally parked in the road. I'm parked like 10 feet away from that thing, but he's doing it, so.
Right.
How old am I? I'm as old as my granny's panties, as they say. I'm 56, Kenzie. I look 21. And I felt like I've been 21 for the last 35 years. And Robert would say, yeah, he looks 21. Life's been good to me. So, no, I'm 50. Hold on. When was I born? 67. Yeah, I'm 56 years old.
Bloody bugger, old boy. 56.
How old are you, Robert, you old git? Anyway.
60 this year. In
Yeah.
August. 60 in August. I'm a Virgo.
Well, I'm a Libra. I weigh up everything, which is very true. I do weigh up everything.
26th of August.
If it serves me right, and I know it's right, Kenzie and Vanda, they're young ladies. All ladies are young. Never forget that. So I'm gonna put a light on because I can't see because it's getting dark in here.
What happened here, mate? Are they still young when the nipples same level as the belly button?
Yeah, we're having to go with that one. Mm. No, do it. Stop. Vanda, no, I don't sleep well. To be fair, I sleep a lot of broken sleep because my mind when I try to sleep, I think of too many things, whether it be stuff that's happened. I know my brother plays on my mind a lot. To be fair, my brother, the situation I was in, the situation I am in, and stuff out. So sometimes my body, even when I asleep, still goes into overload. But what do? You just try to deal with it, and unfortunately, I don't know. That's something that has happened to me over the last 18 months. That has changed me, But I've dealt with it and I've grown from that. And I just like last night being in Houston. Now, heat, trying to sleep in intense heat is crazy. Um, I think I probably. What time did I go to sleep last night? I probably went to sleep a couple of times, and there was like about 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning my time, and I couldn't sleep. I hit the YouTube and I see it. Torb's on. I come on there, and Torb said to me, "Oh God, Christ, why are you on it so early?" I don't know. I live a lot of broken sleep. Um, how I get over that, I don't know.
Drink
It
more.
just
That's what I do.
no, just
If I need to go have a good sleep, mate, have a good drink, and guess what? I sleep like a flipping log.
my problem is.
Well, you can't when you're driving next day, obviously, but
I know, but Robert, my issue is of like I think ever since I had that curveball thrown to me that we're getting divorced from the ex that I never saw coming, then I'm here with no blood family in this country, so now I'm on my own.
yeah.
And then the truck blew up, which I had to get over with. Then a certain person hadn't paid the taxes, which I thought were paid, which I got over that. Then I was bordering on a suspected heart attack, got over that. Then I lost my brother, still dealing with that. It's just been crap, and sometimes I
Hey,
just wish.
I'll tell you what else. I'll tell you what else sends you to sleep. A bit of weed.
Who?
A bit of weed. A bit of cannabis.
Can't touch it. We get hair follicle tested. That goes back 6 months.
Well, we do. We get tested. But
This might,
just 2 little puffs, mate. Fucking sends you straight to sleep, mate.
Robert. This career is my life, so I ain't even gonna chance it, mate. So it just gets hard, It just
Too many
gets hard.
rules, isn't there? Too many rules, mate.
I know that.
Regulated out of even being able to flipping go to sleep now.
I know, but that's what goes against me. It's just I don't know. You try to just, even though there's so much crap going on, and that's why I try to run because I don't want to sit there and think about it. I don't need to think about it.
You see, what we do is we get notice of the test. So then you just drink loads of cranberry juice and water and flush your system out
No, I just
for 2 weeks, and then you get your test. You're okay.
I don't know. This is life. Life to me is just. I'm not going to get depressed about shit. I'm not going to get unhappy about it because life is about being happy and passing on good karma and just trying to help people because that's the way I was brought up. Doesn't matter that, even when I sit there on Zoom with my mum has her moments because you got to remember she just lost a little baby, my little brother. And you try to be strong for her, even though it's absolutely destroying yourself, but I have to put my mum first because that's got to be god awful. It's got to be god awful losing your child, you know? I don't know
Yeah.
what it's like. I'm not a lady. I don't know what that's like. I'm sure it's horrific. But when you get that on top of you, and I'm not looking so I'm not looking for sympathy of any way or form. I'm just stating facts that I deal with a lot, and you just got to just grow from that. You know, you just really got to
Yeah.
grow. You can't be the guy that's just gonna just get negative and get depressed and get. I get depressed. I do get depressed, but I just rise above it. Um, it sucks, you know. It just sucks. But you know that there's billions of people so much worse off than you, and you have to just realize that. Even though sometimes I don't realize that, I just think why the crap has this world done this to me? But it's like no, there is billions of people so much worse off than you that you would have to be ignorant to think that you are so done, you know. And if, like I said, you know, like you've spoken to me for a while now. Now, me and you have been talking since probably a couple of years, to be fair. Um,
Oh,
and
jumping now.
right, and I do
2020, 2022. Yeah,
right,
2 years. Yeah.
right, and like I said, once I come to England, I do want to meet up with you because there's YouTube, and then there's an extension of where you can talk to people normally and talk to people real stuff. YouTube gets absolutely vicious and nasty towards people, and I can't do that crap that people do.
Most half of these people on YouTube who are vicious and nasty in real life will be pussies.
Yeah, but
I'm
to
coming
me,
round. I'm coming round to yours. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do other. Well, we know what happened with Billy and Toothless. What's his name now?
I know, but I've had certain people in this community
And
go
what he
after
said,
me,
he
and
turned up at Willie's for a boxing match and got stabbed, didn't he?
oh, yeah, yeah, but see, to me, that's madness, and yet that's
Yeah,
not happened on the British side.
stupid.
But here we've had stabbings in America, we've had swattings. It's ludicrous. I mean, we all got to realize we get one shot at life. You got to make it count. Why would you
Yeah.
want to get so? Yeah, I can't do that shit. You know, I can't do that shit. And I don't want to do that. So
No, mate.
I just want to meet certain people that I've ever come across, and there's always a reason. And this is what I had a conversation with somebody um the other day, and that person knows who they are. Now, and I said, and that person agreed. You meet people for a reason. You just got to sometimes realize. You got to realize. You got to work it out. Why do you come across these people? You know, it's simple to me. It really is. And you just got to live. You know, live for today, not for tomorrow. Just do. I don't know. Just do the best you bloody well can. You know. There's no point in
Yeah,
thinking, "Oh, I want to do this in 20 years' time." That no, that you don't know when your end of days is here. We got no
yeah,
control over that. I found
no,
that when I lost my brother. You got absolutely no control over that. You know.
yeah, mate. Yeah,
But
you're
it's
absolutely right there, mate. It's live each day for that day.
right. But when you
What's that
meet,
song? One day at a time, sweet Jesus.
yeah, I mean, see, I'm not a religious person, but I am a deep thinker.
Yeah,
But like I say, sometimes you know, there could be a reason why you said something to somebody or you come across them. And like I say, and I've met, I don't know, I'm not going to change it. I think you meet people for a reason. You just got to work that shit out, you know?
mm,
And if it's your idea that they're some idiot and whatever, fair play. If you think that they're a genuine soul, you know, like I say,
yeah,
but you will know that through like some basic conversation, you'll know what you're dealing with. Now, you could be dealing with a complete jerk off in your mind. You could be dealing with somebody that has empathy, because that's the biggest problem out here. A lot of people don't have empathy, and you bloody well should. Because empathy is like everything, and I think that's something I've come across. That a lot of people don't have empathy. I have even people asking me, "What does empathy mean?" It's just having a view on somebody through their eyes, so
Can't
they
have
can.
empathy, mate, if you've not experienced it yourself.
Right, but okay, but I will say to people like,
Really? How do you have the empathy if you've never? You can say, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry for your loss, and I
no, no, no,
really
no, no,
feel
no,
for
no, no,
you."
no, no.
But
What I'm
if you
saying,
haven't actually experienced it, where's the empathy?
right? No, no. This is the same. I had this exact conversation with a person the other day, and I said, "Look, I don't know what you're going through because I can't say that because
Yeah,
that's a cliche."
yeah,
But you so no, I'm not saying empathy on that, but I'm just saying that I wish we were more empathetic then. Let's say that. We
yeah,
we get so shut down in our own worlds. And you will see people on like
yeah,
YouTube, whatever, that because YouTube, I mean, I'm not into the rest of the social media. I just do YouTube. That's all I do. I don't get involved in anything else. But it should be a system where you could speak. I mean, people come into YouTube because they want to just talk. They want to talk normal because something's on their mind, something's going on in their world, something has affected them that what they want to talk, and they don't have a crowd of people around them for whatever reason. Perhaps life has made that situation that they can't go out meeting people, talking about people. So they go through this vehicle called YouTube, amongst other like social media.
yeah,
But then you get these weirdos that come on here that think it's funny to be horrible to that person for whatever is going on in their world, and they find it funny and stuff like that. The problem is once you start touching people's feelings, that's not funny. And you better make sure you're
yeah,
saying the right thing because feelings are everything. And I that just blows my mind once we get out there and certain individuals get on here and like life means nothing. Well, yeah, sorry, feelings mean everything because you don't know what that person's going through that day, that minute, that hour, that whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I appreciate that.
and I
But I
just
mean,
wish,
I might piss some people off. You know what I mean? But it's not. I'm not. It's not intentional.
right?
You know, I say stuff, but it's not intentional to hurt somebody's feelings.
Well, yeah, for certain individuals, certain people on here find it absolutely funny to just be a complete asshole. And I
Yeah,
don't have time for that those type of people. They can go and jump off a cliff, you know.
yeah. They might. They just might think they're having a bit of banter and taking piss.
No, no, no. Anything that I say today, tomorrow, right here, right now, is on me. Whether I
Yeah.
think it's funny or not, I better just take it. And if nobody can own up for if they can't take it,
Well,
I,
if I say something, mate, and somebody's offended, I will apologise because there
yeah,
were
there
no offence
is
meant.
right, but there is people on it that won't apologize and they find it funny.
Yeah. There were no offence meant, and if you were offended, sorry, but I
Hmm.
was trying to be funny, or it was a joke, or I was having some banter, taking piss. Do you know
Right,
what I'm
because
saying?
yeah, because to me, life is. I don't have any grey areas. My life is very black and white. It's very simple. And my things that's got me through life is speak to somebody, speak to a person the way you expect to be spoken to, and treat somebody the way you expect to be treated. It's very simple. There's no, there's no grey area. So it's that simple. My life is so simple in my mind. But if
Yeah.
anybody wants to make it all way complicated and start talking technical and crap like that, I don't know what to
Yeah,
tell you.
it's
You know.
like on your back, mate. No, no, don't know what to do with you.
I know, and that's why you don't see me getting involved in arguments and shit like that because I ain't gonna do
See,
that.
hey, you know me, mate. If somebody starts having a go at me when I'm on somebody's panel or whatever, I give them as good back. And Brian was saying, I remember Brian on Wheelburner on James Best. when he had that night came on,
Oh,
and he
Christ.
was and Wheelburn roasted him.
Right.
Brian he came on there to give Brian a roasting, and he got absolutely roasted himself. Because Brian just flipping blew him away, mate. And then he came on my channel, right? He started coming on my comments, right?
Did he?
This
Right.
comments, right? He started coming on my comments saying, you're friends with Wheelburner, so I'm attacking you. I'm like, what have I done to you, mate? I don't even know you. You support Wheelburner, so I'm having a go at you as well.
Yeah, I've had certain individuals come into this channel that because I get on all fine with Society X, Jamie in England.
Yeah.
I get suddenly a whole bunch of these haters that go after him, which I don't get, and I have to keep blocking them or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't automatically get into an argument with these people because I can't be bothered, if that's what makes them rock.
Do you think that's the British way?
Well, because they sit there and they get pissed off and they
But
say,
then you
"Oh
get
God,
like,
you're this, you're that," and everything else. Then I don't care, just fuck off. I don't care,
yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? If you've got a problem with somebody, stick some boxing gloves on and and duke it out, mate. Carry it on for flipping out for a year on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Something wrong with you. It's either let it go or sort it out. And then, I can't understand some people. You know what I mean? Words, right? Bounce off me. I don't give a. What is it? That old saying that we used to have when we were kids? Sticks and stones will break my bones. Words will never hurt me.
Problem is, you get people
Oh,
on YouTube.
no, mate. If you've got a twat that can't shut up having a go, then what you do? You go, block. Fuck off, wanker.
I know. I block people that give me any grief because me and that person can't bring anything to the table, so we don't need to have a conversation. Because when I get people accusing me of all different things and yet they don't even know me, I mean, they don't know me. I'm not a horrible person. I think I'm a good person. I think I treat people right and whatever. But when I get people attacking me, saying, "Oh, you're this, you're that," and everything else, I'm thinking, okay, fuck off, and I just block them because, like I said, I'm not interested in getting in arguments with basically trolls and shit like this, which mean nothing to me,
Yeah.
So screw that.
No, you just don't need it, mate.
Well,
I told that ultra off. You know when you went on Smilers?
I don't do.
I
don't want Smilers. No, I don't. Did he?
That ultra were having a go at you while you were on Smilers' panel.
Oh yeah. I just blocked him and stuff like that. Now he seems to
and then
down.
I give him loads of grief, and they said, "What's ultra done to you?" I says, "I've got a friend called Mark, Nomadic Brit, and if you're picking on my friend, you're picking on me. So I'm going to pick on you back."
Oh, the problem I have.
That's the problem I've got. That's the problem I've got with him.
Yeah, the thing is that I have with like Smile and that bunch. I always treat everybody as I try to get on with everybody, but yeah, I'd suddenly like about December, everybody in that little clique just suddenly turned on me and threw me under the bus. That's why I went left. I left the whole thing.
They do, mate. They do, mate. I just give them. You know what I'm like.
No,
I'm a northern bastard.
No, but I just left YouTube for a couple of months because it's like, no, I just need to carry on doing what I'm doing, about focus on my life. I'm not going to sit here and take a whole bunch of people that don't know me giving me abuse when they don't know me. That it meant nothing to me. So I thought, screw it, you know.
Yeah, Kenzie's put Ultra stole my lipstick.
Christ. He's actually spoken to me. He's actually spoken to me like sensibly a couple of times in some chats, and it's like I said, I'll treat anybody the way I expect to be treated, you know. Yeah, I'm only probably going to say about
Ultra's got Kenzie's lipstick there.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I'm going to stay live for about 10 minutes because my phone is dying. That's weird. Why is my phone burning up quicker than it's being charged? Why is my phone burning up more power than it's charging? That's weird. So we're probably going to keep this live for about 10 or 15 minutes because my phone might just suddenly die, which I do apologize. My phone might die in about 10 or 15 minutes. I do apologize.
Hey, it's my hey, way past my bedtime, mate. I've got to get up tomorrow and do some shopping before I go back to work Monday.
Oh, it's like bloody 3 o'clock over there, isn't it? Yeah, because I'm like 6 hours behind you because I'm in Texas.
Yeah, no, I'm up at dinner time. Shop shut at 4.
Oh, do they still do that on a Sunday? Bloody hell. I don't know. But no, just roll on. Everybody just like give me some bloody thought from the passport office to sort my bloody passport out. I got told it could be another 3 weeks, which is okay. I just want to know when I'm going to get it so I can book a flight, you know? I can't book a flight yet until I know when I'm getting it, you know? But it'll be weird flying after 9 years, being on a transatlantic flight again, you know?
Yeah. Back home.
Yeah, because it's always going to be home at the end of the day, because it's home, you know?
Yeah.
America is where I work and where I am, you know, but...
Yeah. Well, that was your home when you had a wife there. But...
I know. I just don't know where it's going to go. That's the bit that I just got to focus on, like I say, doing what I'm doing. See where the world takes me and whatever, you know?
Yeah, it'd be good to see your mum again, though.
Absolutely, because, yeah, I haven't seen it for...
You see, my mum's 86 this year. 85 this year.
Wow. Yeah, my mum's going to be... Oh, sorry. No, it was her birthday the other day, so she's 78. My mum's 78.
I mean, my dad died when he was 72.
Wow.
He had a stroke. We were doing double manning to Gibraltar. Got his own truck, doing double manning, me and my dad, because my dad was a truck driver. Right. And he said to me, we did it for 2 years in 1990 to 92. And he said to me in 92, he said, it's too hard for me, this, can't do it, because it is hard, isn't it, teaming? So...
couldn't do it.
Yeah, so he said to me, anyway, he went to local bus company and said to them, I'll do you want to start doing European holidays? Oh, yeah, well, anyway, he went in, showed him all the figures and everything like that. I can get bus full of people, 2 buses full of people, take him to these hotels that he'd already sorted out. Because when we were driving the truck in Lorette de Mar, right, we used to park up at the bus park in Lorette de Mar for a week on the weekend when we were having his weekend time off. So he went to the hotel, sorted all that out with the hotels, Went to this guy then who got a bus company, said we could do coach tours to Spain. Yeah, 2 buses, 4 drivers, and all this, right? And then, guess what? The bus didn't go back home. He stayed there for 2 weeks while everybody was on holiday and then brought him back. And that was his little thing that he'd set up. He was European transport manager, come driver.
Wow.
And he'd go out there, spend 2 weeks on holiday, and then come back, and then take another bunch out, and have another 2 weeks on holiday, then come back. So I've got a photograph of him sat with his beer on his belly, laid on the sun lounging in Spain, going, "This is my job."
Damn.
Anyway, so when he was 56, he had a stroke and took his licenses off him, and he never bothered getting them back. He still had his car license, but they took his HGV and his bus license off him.
I've still got my British license. I don't know if that is. I mean, it's still valid till 2035.
Yeah, you still have a license then.
Yeah. I just don't know if it will allow me. Because, like I said, once I come back to England, there's a couple of people I want to meet, and it's like when I'm looking at it, it's more viable to go by train because it's like right up in the north or past the north. It's like a 4-hour stint from like Houston, and it's only about 80 quid. And it's like, God, do you drive? How long does it take to drive in a car when you can just jump on a train and just go straight with no traffic? You know?
Party on there at the.
It's what? Oh,
Somebody asked me a question, but I don't know what she means. Party on there at Dima.
Every mum's amazing. Everybody's mum. We all have the best mums in the world. I think that's why it hit me. I lost my dad like a week after my first birthday, so I never suffered that. I think that's why losing my youngest brother hit me because I'd never suffered losing somebody close, you know. Because
Yeah,
my
well, I've
dad.
only got a sister. I've never had any other brothers, so I haven't lost a brother, so I wouldn't know what it feels like.
No, but I'd never had a dad to lose because he died when I was 1. So that this was the first time somebody in my immediate circle was gone, and it just wiped me out, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was my dad when he died. Saw his last breath come out of him.
Wow.
Yeah.
The problem is, my mum actually got to David's house before they removed him. So she saw her son passed in bed. Her little kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that mentally affect. I'm sure the cry, like I said, it's just, I don't know. Life gets hard at times, you know. You just gotta somehow you just gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself off.
Yeah.
But that one's been a hard one to deal with.
Because I've got a faith, so I believe we'll all see each other again.
I believe I see him another day, and I say that to him on his picture and stuff that I have in this truck here. But what hit me this year and last year was my first birthday, he wasn't there. My first Christmas, he wasn't there. My first New Year's, he wasn't. There's a private there's a private video I did that, I mean, you can't see it because obviously it's private. But I've done so many different things with my just talking to my brother and stuff like that. I don't know. It just affects you. But I'm probably going to go shortly because my phone is down to 9%. So I don't know why it's burning up quicker than it's charging. It's on permanent charge.
Mine's probably down there somewhere.
Well,
I've got an amount on the table, but the lead that charges it won't reach that far.
Well, it's just warned me now. Now my phone's going to shut down. Well, we've been going for 3 hours, so
Yeah.
First and foremost, I appreciate you, Robert, coming on here. And
Yeah, no problems, mate. Thanks for
Vanda,
having me on.
Kenzie, everybody else in the
Nice to
chat.
chat.
Big up the ladies.
Yeah,
This
big
Brit's
up the
gonna have,
ladies.
yeah, and even the Canadians and stuff like that. So, and I've got to go
Oh,
because
it's
my
all right.
phone's going to die. But I will.
Is our Canadian hero is Brian? Oh,
Yeah,
and IH guy, he came in, didn't he?
I know.
Yeah, like him as well.
But big up everybody, and I
Oh, and
appreciate you coming in.
Umberto, not forgetting Umberto, the
I know.
Portuguese Canadian.
I know, but I'm trying to say it quick because now it's down to 7% on my phone. But I might do a live tomorrow. So if you're about, Robert, are you around tomorrow or not, Robert?
I might be,
Okay. I'll
but I
send you
won't
an
be up
email.
late because I'm at work at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
Okay. If
So
not,
I'll
we're
probably
going to
be
get.
in bed about 8 o'clock, which will be 8 o'clock, which will be about, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, your time.
Okay.
I'll be in bed.
If not, we might have Vanda on tomorrow night. She can sort it out. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and Kenzie. So with that being said, I'll catch you all later.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Night, everybody.
later.
Cheers, Brit. See you again. Peace out.